Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's episode of the Holochrinicles, Chapter 11. I'm here with the lovely cast that I have for this game, minus one droid who will be joining us on a little bit later. If you hear me slurring or a little misspeaking, I miscalculated what alcohol I was having tonight, so I'm a little toasted, but we're doing fine. I should be good.
I was jokingly about to say Broden put down the bottle, but I didn't know you were actually drinking.
I was initially gonna have my bourbon tonight, but I grabbed the bottle that was accidentally my rum, which was much higher proof.
Ooh.
I'm like, after 2 drinks down, I went, "This tastes great, but I'm not sure why. Like, it tastes different." And then I looked at the bottle, and went, "Oh." And then I just sat on the floor hugging my dog for an hour before this. So,
I mean, what else are you gonna do?
right?
Good
Either
excuse
way,
to hug a dog.
Y'all
we're
need an
gonna start.
excuse?
No, but it worked. We're gonna go left from right in the layout. So I believe Tindy, you are first to introduce yourself.
Yep, and I'm always last.
My name's
No,
Casey.
Zim
I
was,
am...
but either way.
Yeah.
Either way, you go.
Hello! Still Casey, still Mediator Tindy, and when I am not with this fine feathered crew, I am running Anywhere But Now, a Doctor Who actual play podcast, and The Joy of GMing. Also, you can find me on Start Playing, where I DM games of Curse of Strahd and Doctor Who. Thanks so much.
All right.
My name is Jeff. I'll be playing the role of Bounty Hunter Zim to Zim. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Akira Toriyama. Let me give a moment of silence. Rest in power, King. I'll take it from here.
Okay, moment given.
Yeah, I'm glad we all agreed to just actually give the moment.
And now Vegeta defeats a main villain.
Please.
Let's not go too far.
Oh.
I don't think Toriyama's gonna do it.
Kick the crap out of Android 19.
True.
I want main villain.
You said villain.
He said main villain.
I did say villain.
He was
but then I
important
had
for
to
like
quickly
2 whole
correct
episodes.
myself to main villain. Like Android 19 and Dro were just the rough giraffes until it was changed to 17 and 18, and then Cell.
And then Cell, and
And
then Cell
even he
better.
went through 2 different
You
changes.
think he would have made himself the strongest android?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's real dumb. What the hell? Hello, my name is AJ, usually your DM extraordinaire, every Saturday on Far and Wide. But on these fantastic Mondays where I ain't gotta worry about nothing, I am Raikon Score, the Dark Jedi Mune.
Indeed. And I am your host, Odin. I am literally everyone else in the world, as my favorite DM would say. As we're going to kick off, who would like to do the recap from last episode, if anyone remembers?
Oh, I can do it. I remember that shenanigan fest.
All right. I'll leave it to you, Raikon.
So, unless we left space, we had arrived at a rather affluent casino in the search of a bounty of a Bothan man who had racked up some awful debts with the Hutt clans. Through a lot of lying, eavesdropping, and off-screen gambling by Tony, we were able to locate the man, and Tindy was able to convince them to come onto our ship without a fuss. Not a single attack was made that session, because it didn't need to be. After turning him in to the nearest Hutt clan, we were able to collect the bounty, collect some of that guy's shit, and get in a little slot as potential arms dealers like Raikon's been wanting to do. And now, we've been given a bounty on Kashyyyk to kill some highfalutin stormtrooper commander, which I think we are going to take great pleasure in. And we have a week's worth of travel, starting now.
True. Just a quick recap is that you get paid more if you do bring them in alive.
Yep.
And I believe the name of the Hutt that hired you and has introduced you into the clan was named Jado.
Yep.
Jado. Okay.
Yep, I have that one
we
written down.
We also got quite the news update. Given that
We're wanted.
Oh, we are so wanted. It's always nice to feel wanted, but maybe not this wanted.
Someone had to want us.
Tindy, do give me like a quick lore check, real quick, just to see, because bounty hunting on Jedis is not unheard of. It's very common during the Clone Wars when you've been around. 15. You know that for most Jedi Masters, some bounties would reach up into the millions of credits.
Good lord.
Meep.
And what am I worth right now?
40,000.
Yeah, you got the highest bounty out of all of us somehow.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
You were the only one that they knew on the list because you would have been on the Jedi's records.
Damn it.
Ha-ha!
Rykon would not have been, and identity hidden, they just don't know. And then Tony is just like, alright, it could have just been a stormtrooper with a lightsaber, but fuck that guy in particular.
Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy in particular.
Yep. As you're all leaving the domain of the Hutt clans, currently, have just picked up what you wanted from the local shops that they have provided you with, as you are now kind of getting back on your ship, ready to take off, as you have kind of messaged Dolly and Tony to get the ship ready. As they kind of look at you as you get on, they're like, so, you hand in the bounty? All good?
Yes, our prisoner is no longer with us.
Cool.
And now we have a new one.
We have a new prisoner?
No, a new bounty to pursue.
Oh, well, I mean, that's good, I guess. Quick question.
Yes.
Who was the guy who was painting something on our ship earlier?
We got tagged!
Yeah, they tagged you as the Hutt clan. They put the Hutt symbol on your thing.
Shit.
That is essentially our get out of conflict free protection.
In Hutt space, yes. You will not be bothered by any pirates, slavers, or anything else while in Hutt territory.
Even out of it, that should
Anyone
prove at
messes
least
with
a...
us, they mess with the Hutts.
In the Outer Rim, it is a massive deterrent for anyone else to mess with you.
Exactly. Even out of Hutt space, it should prove a... Let's don't.
Yeah.
Would it be possible, before we leave, for the rare occasions where we don't want to be visibly tagged as belonging to the Hutt crime family, would it be possible to pick up some plating or something that could be temporarily bolted over the Hutt tag, should we need to make alterations to the ship?
I would say that doing that here could be seen as an insult.
We're
No,
not put it up
okay.
here. It's just
Not
like
put it up,
have.
just like get the plating to have.
Oh, yeah, I would say you could do that. It would probably run you around 400 credits to get, like, the proper outside plating, but, yeah, you could get something that would definitely...
Jeff, how much group money do we have?
Much funds. We have 75.50.
Yeah, we can definitely spare it for a good cause.
All right.
Yeah, no disrespect to the Hutts. This is just for later, when we are out of your territory.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you're able to pick up the platings that you could put over the symbol of the Hutt clan.
Fully.
All right. I would say that before you go, Tony does run out real quick because obviously they did not get
Yeah, Tony can do
awareness. As he kind of comes back with some larger crates that he kind of has them kind of put into the ship. He kind of goes off to a side room, clearly hooking something up. You can investigate if you'd like to, but he's very clearly busy at the moment.
Rykon sees that as his business.
All right.
I would make an insight check.
Yeah, you can definitely do so. Insight check to try to find out what, I guess.
Like just trying to deduce what it is that he could have brought aboard that he didn't want to share or disclose, while still...
I mean, he's not trying to keep a secret. It's just he hasn't said anything to anyone. He just seems to be more focused on getting stuff. If you want to figure out what it is, you can just do an investigation check. He's not trying to hide it. He's just distracted putting it together.
12.
12. It looks like something to do with like a communication, like not interference, but like tapping into things.
Neat.
Like
Wire
a comm.
tap.
Yeah, like a comms tap.
Okay. Is he installing it on the ship?
He's installing like it, like putting it together in a room.
It's for us to wiretap others.
Yeah.
Okay. That wasn't immediately clear to me. That's why
Oh,
we're
no,
doing
no.
the
Tony
check.
is
So
well
that
aware that betraying us will not work.
He's also aware that like stormtroopers use comms all the time to communicate, so it could be really useful to be able to listen into them.
Yep.
Valid. Valid. Okay.
You do notice also the pricing on the box that any winnings he may have had, he spent on this.
He reinvested in his future.
He invested in his long living, yes.
I think Tindy would praise that. I think they would give some positive reinforcement for that.
All right. What do you say to him?
If the door to his room where he's putting this together is open and not like, locked or anything like that, I don't want to.
No, it's open. He's just putting stuff together.
But Tindy would come up, appraise, raise an eyebrow, looking impressed, and say, "And you did this all on your own?"
Well, I mean, I kind of figured that, something we could probably use, especially if we're going to Kashyyyk. I mean, y'all realize that is some very heavily empired, influenced area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they scowl and say, yes, I'm aware.
Speaking of, you guys got a plan of what you're gonna try to do to find that temple there? Are you going in alone trying to find it? You gonna try to hook up with the Wookiees for help, or?
Tindy shrugs and says, whatever decision we make, we'll make as a team, but I trust the Force as my guide. It brought us to you, after all. Okay. For that, though, Tindy would pat him on the shoulder and say, keep up the good work and grant guidance. So if Tony can roll a d4 and add that to an ability check of his choice, that is good the rest of the day.
All right.
Oh, shit, no, up to 1 minute. Well, we'll
Yeah,
get
some guy.
But you can say that you can use that for when he's practicing lightsabers, if you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can add it to gym class.
Yeah, I'd allow that.
Keep up the good work, Tap.
All right, as they're gonna spend the rest of the day putting that together, you'll kind of get the engines going. We'll say bridges, piling the ship upwards into the sky as you all punch it into light speed as you all start heading towards Kashyyyk. Knowing it will take 1 week to get there, what do you all do?
Gym class begins, kids.
Indeed.
I got two people who need to learn to stick better.
Then
Can
I'm
we,
gonna.
for who teaches who? Because, I thought that was a nice random element last time.
Say again?
I said I thought that was a nice random element from last time, deciding who teaches.
Well, that's the clock. That would delay learning anything because the clock is for one lightsaber form.
You're right. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Slow things down and start a new clock. Never mind.
Yeah,
Redacted.
obviously, I'll let Tindy teach the next thing. That's cool as hell. It's just I don't want to not get anywhere.
Completely understood.
Tony, because you need 8 on a clock to learn something. Tony needs 4, but he's not good at the dark side.
Yep.
To get this, so he's
I
very
understand.
difficult for him. Yep. All right, Rykon, I'm gonna need a intelligence check for you to teach.
Okay, let me find the thing. Number 1. Okay.
15.
You have to beat a 15.
Okay.
You gotta do 15 or better.
Yep. So Tindy, if you want to roll wisdom, see how well you learn.
Retain.
Yep.
Ooh, 22.
Well,
Very
well,
nice.
saving, but
If you remove the proficiency, it's still a soft 20.
yeah, I'll still give the 20 because it's not, you're supposed to do wisdom, not wisdom save, but 20 is still a success. So yeah, add a point on there. Tony's gonna go for it. Hooyah! Not getting it.
Ooh.
Tony, as much as he tries, right? He's trying to really
God damn
realize
it.
the dark side seems to avoid Tony like the plague.
Oh, god damn it, he's soft.
I mean,
He
that's
seems
not a terrible
really
thing.
chill.
He's
Like, he
so
just-
soft.
You just kind of like you're telling him like you need to get angry, like pull deep inside you, and he just kind of looks at you like, man, you need like to talk to someone.
That would get him shocked.
That
That is just.
That's
You don't
fine.
do
Like
that
he'll
again.
take the shock. He's like, ow, what the fuck?
6 lightning.
All right, you shock him.
No.
You gotta get mean. You gotta get angry. And you gotta take a chill pill.
What was that, boy?
He just kind of looks at you. Ow! Why?
Sass is not the will of the Force.
But doesn't sass cause anger, which is what you want?
You don't want to cause it, you want to feel it. Why
I'm
can't
gonna be
you
honest
be more
with
like
you, man.
Tindy? They learn.
I feel like Tindy has quite a bit of, stuff to
Rage
be
to
angry
process.
about.
You were trapped.
Yeah, he kind of just like, he just kind of has more, they kind of have more to be angry about, I'm just kind of go more with the flow,
Part of the space Nazi regime and is totally not mad.
Remember, he was
Tindy
there
would
for only
say-
benefits.
Tindy would say, correct me if I'm wrong, but the dark
Yeah.
side is about aggression,
Mhm.
channeling the energy, not letting it flow through you, but bending it to your will.
Yep.
If you show
Okay.
passivity to the dark side, it will not cooperate with you.
It will eat you.
Question: is the dark side that warm feeling I get when I reach out into the Force?
No, Tony, that's love.
So is that the light side?
Mm.
Huh.
No, Tony, that's the Christmas spirit.
Looks to Tindy. Is that the light side? I feel like I asked the wrong person about that.
Tindy raises an eyebrow and shrugs and says the Force can be many things to many people. I've heard it described as a bright light. I've heard it described as an emotional rush.
Okay.
And I myself have experienced a temperate warmth from time to time, but if that's how it manifests in your nervous system, that would be worth exploring.
All right. Rykon, I have a quick question.
What?
You're obviously more in tune and well equipped with the dark,
Mm-hmm.
which good for you. You're very good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Am I going to be punished if I'm more naturally attuned to the light?
No.
Please don't shock me.
Then watch the sass.
Okay. I'll stop the sash. Please continue with the lesson, sir.
Note to self: we're gonna get Tony on the internet for Form 1, so he has a basis.
He has no basis, so yeah.
That's what I say. Space note to self.
He barely can reach out with the Force.
Tindy
you
makes
teach-
a mental note to bring this up the next time she has a moment with Qui-Gon of witnessing the dark side in a training exercise.
Yeah.
And wow, yeah.
Space note to
I mean,
Tindy's to-do list. Teach this boy the Force basics.
It probably would be a little strange for Tindy to see someone who just, doesn't seem to grasp darkness at all.
Mm-mm.
It is a little weird.
Yeah, especially above game, because even Yoda could do it at will, and then the
Yeah.
whole galaxy collectively pissed itself.
Yeah.
I don't think Tindy's in any position to like overanalyze Tony's connection to the Force, given
Yeah.
that their own is in flux at the moment.
True.
Like
That Tony is so new to it that it could just be a learning curve. That is a thing.
Yep.
it could also be beginner's luck, you know.
That's
Yeah.
that's why we're still trying.
All right.
Yeah.
Roll me that second intelligence to teach. Because you get 2 for a
1,
week.
2, 3, and never.
Ooh.
Don't bother. You can't beat a 25.
Yeah, unfortunately, the instructions for this time maybe a little frustrated over the last session with Tony.
Mhm.
For this session, you notice Tindy's really trying, but seeming not to be able to get into it. Tony seems more distracted with trying to put his like thing together than gym class at the moment.
This passes because it is an important thing for him to do.
Zim, you wanted to learn
Arms
the
tactics.
arms techs. So your DC again is a 15 because you are trying to learn from just online videos and everything that you can pull up. So roll me that wisdom to try to learn. 10.
10.
Unfortunately, this video is not getting to you, but you have another chance. You keep scrolling through trying to find that last kind of video you need.
And the ship's on fire.
Yeah, there's a small explosion you all hear from the room that Zim's in.
Mm-hmm.
About 4 days in to the trip.
I should get Tindy.
Tindy goes to investigate, hoping they don't need to use a med pack.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with them. Wasn't he just surfing the HoloNet?
Zim, what did they see?
Basically that cartoonist, she's all covered in soot. I just clicked this one video. I looked promising, and suddenly millions of ants are popping up, and the computer exploded.
You didn't give us a virus, did you?
I don't think so. I don't know. Does hot singles in your area count? I mean, we are in light speed, so it's not like it really matters.
That's worrying, but we'll deal with that another time. Anyways, now that we're about to get to Kashyyyk, guys got plans for what you're planning to do there?
Well, Imperials are not subtle. We find an Imperial base, plan a break-in, capture the guy in charge, and blow it up.
How does that get us closer to the temple?
Well, the temple's not going anywhere.
Oh, this is just something you want to do.
Oh, so I told you about
This is
this.
something we can. This is something we can do for money.
Yep, lots of
Alright.
it.
Do you know which base he's at?
We'll find out. We had no way to know, so we can only go find out.
Fair enough. I guess this will come in handy then as you pass the machine.
We are not a formal military operation, and none of us but you have the experience. We need to follow the Force, which you
Alright.
better get used to hearing that a lot.
Yeah, I kind of figured. I mean, there's always the rebels you could go talk to see if they'll help.
Spectacular.
Or if you wanted to, I could try listening into this machine and you could just ambush a group of stormtroopers and...
We can do both.
I suppose, real quick, before we do get to any other plans, by any chance, does the name Jallo Dara ring a bell to you?
Jello Daro?
Jallo Dara.
Yellow Man.
No.
Oh, darn, because that's the name of who we're looking for.
Yeah, I was not in the Empire for that long before you guys, nabbed me.
Liberated.
Before we liberated you, of course.
Yeah, right, liberated.
Don't you feel?
I had a question about that. Do you guys offer dental?
We don't. We're lucky to offer a salary.
It's just kind of like looking at like some of the burn
You're
marks
also
from the
getting
lightning.
a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to train with 2 experts in the Force.
All right, fair.
Also, we are a bunch of ragtag arms dealers, not a formal organization.
You know, maybe it's something to shoot for
One day.
one day. Got potential. All right. Well, I guess we'll decide when we get there. Because the likelihood is that planet is at least surrounded by 2 star cruisers.
Beep.
Wonderful.
I mean, you gotta think the Wookiees have been waging war since the Clone Wars. So,
What is going to be the context of our landing?
it depends on how you go into this. If you go in, you could try to stealth your way through. So any like ships in orbit would just not notice you, which is very plausible. Or you could just try to gun it as fast as you can down to the planet and land somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You do know that many battles are probably taking place on the surface, even as you speak. So it's up to you of what you want to do. If you want to interfere with a battle to try to get in good with the resistance, or if you want to land somewhere and try to work out something yourself.
Work something out with the resistance?
Yeah, either help the resistance or figure it out on our own. I doubt we're having Imperial allies here.
No, God, no.
Not anymore, probably.
I don't know. We'll get some marshmallows and ginger ale, lock ourselves in the community center. Thank you, Jeff.
I got it. Don't get me wrong.
Well, I'm surprised because that one was very specific.
South Park, right?
Yeah, but the specific episode.
Oh yeah, I get it. It's one of my favorite episodes. Yeah. So he's gonna let you all marinate with that, as he's gonna go up to the command bridge. You can either decide when you get there, or you can try to discuss it now about what you think would be the best idea.
Rycon's listening for good ideas if anyone has them.
Well, who exactly is down there to contact? That might give us some indication of what kind of story would be useful.
Story in what way?
Like, if we are trying to land with a minimum of interference, that's all.
The minimum of interference, no battle at all, would just probably be going in without assisting any of the rebels. You do know that from your contacts with the rebel group that you helped a while ago, that the Wookiee leader, Tarful, is somewhere on the planet who is the leader of the Wookiees resistance and has currently at one point helped a Jedi.
Well, given that we're trying to get information from Tarful, coming to his aid would be a good way to earn some trust with him right away. Do we not think?
Yeah, hey, I'm all about trying to stop the droid attack on the Wookiees.
Like, Tindy turns to Rykon, and are you telling me you're going to turn down an opportunity for violence?
I'm not one to seek violence, but damn if I'm not going to win it. Plus,
Not 5 minutes ago, you were referring to us as liberators. Well, let's liberate.
I'm not arguing, I just don't have any ideas for tactics at the moment, given our limited equipment. Because Rykon would love to just drop a seismic charge, but we don't have one.
No.
Is there any kind of local chatter about where a fight could be breaking out that we would be able to target? And
as of right now, you would not know. Any information on Kashyyyk is typically prohibited from leaking out because it is considered one of the main battlefronts. as
so
well.
there'd be nothing in the news as we get closer that we couldn't like,
No.
just tap in on the radio?
There would be a little bit of news if you were to look. Particularly, there is news of there was an Inquisitor currently on Kashyyyk
Mm-hmm.
that seemingly was possibly killed.
They didn't let the Wookiee win.
Whether they actually died, you would have no idea, though.
Mm. Well, I mean, that's as good a place to start as any.
All right. So, it's given to Kashyyyk now?
Oh, yeah.
All right. As you kind of make your way out of hyperspace, are you deciding to charge down on the planet, or are you trying to sneak past any of the Imperials?
Well, didn't we build this ship for stealth and not speed?
That you did.
Yeah.
Stealth to pass under the Imperials and then go look where we can be of help.
All right. Let's see. Yep. So if anyone wants to pull up the ship's thing and roll me a hide.
I have not had luck tonight.
I'll give it a shot.
I'll say hide at advantage because no one was expecting you to arrive at Kashyyyk.
True.
18. As you kind of slow down the ship and hide between some asteroids on the outer sides, you do see not 2 but 3 starships kind of surrounding the planet. Not bombarding, but clearly putting as much force as they can into Kashyyyk at the moment.
Oh, we got a blockade.
But as you kind of sit there and help and start to drift with the asteroids, it doesn't seem they notice you. As you start making your way down into the planet. As an 18 was good enough to successfully dodge the blockade that the Empire did put around it.
Beautiful.
As you're kind of running down to Kashyyyk, you just see the massive amounts of foliage just everywhere. Very similar to Ithor, but way more tropical.
Mm-hmm.
As you all are getting towards the surface, you can see to the right of you, as you're kind of flying through past the surface, you see a massive battle happening right now, happening upon this beach and hill area. The Wookiees currently trying to hold off this massive force of the Empire, who has clearly just started to storm the beaches towards them.
What are the forces looking
Oh, I
like?
think we found our
Infantry,
opportunity.
artillery, yeah, tanks, walkers. What do we got?
Let me take you to the map. Is a larger map, so at the bottom is where you see.
Okay. Ooh.
Where the heck? Okay, starting at the beach and going up.
Yep.
Oh,
So you would probably land
invade.
probably middle of the map if you wanted to jump out and help.
Dang, can't. It makes sense that we couldn't flank him from behind.
But you see a number of just regular stormtroopers. You do see one interesting individual down there who looks to be in some sort of bounty hunting gear. Clearly, probably someone the Empire has helped or hired to help win this fight. Up front, you see 2 rather larger stormtroopers, both of them holding these massive flamethrowers that they're just spewing out flames towards the Berserker Wookiees, rushing them.
Well, we know who we gotta shoot first. Also, if that bounty hunter's token is accurate to that actual character, oh, he's tragic.
It's not.
He's the Yamcha of bounty hunters.
Would there be any benefit to landing here and cutting off the troopers from advancing?
Yeah. If you jumped right into the front lines like that, it would stop them from being able to progress up the hill.
That's probably
Of
a
course, it
good
would
idea.
also put us directly in the line of fire.
Yep.
Yes, it would.
I got an idea. Our ship has a weapon. Could we just start shooting down here as we're landing?
You could fire off a shot. I
Yeah,
will say
just-
that it would probably turn a lot of them to start firing at you.
That's fine. I'd preferably we aim here or here at the largest cluster of people, because it's not just the impact of the heavy cannon, it's the shock.
Oh yeah.
And if we're gonna
All right.
if we're gonna drop this way anyways, that's just shooting as we pass by.
If you're planning to shoot while you pass by, you'll get a shot. Tell me where you want to hit it, and I'm going to say it's going to have whatever target you aim for. Any target within 5 feet is also going to get blasted.
This guy.
Which one again? All right, that guy.
Well, either this guy, or actually, what do you think, guys? Probably this one because we want to hit the bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy right
All
here
right.
at the tree branch.
I need someone to roll me an attack roll with the weapon.
Jeff?
I can do that. And
As a 10 won't hit, as you blast right around here, missing both the Wookiee and them.
Damn.
As
Okay. Question. In our ship, are we within 90 feet of these guys?
Oh yeah,
As
I
they're
would say at
flying
this
overhead?
point you're starting to, after that shot, you're starting to get to where the drop off point is.
Okay. So, would you say that this tree that they are hiding behind qualifies as a large object?
Oh yes.
Okay. So, what I would like to do, from the comfort of our ship,
Mhm.
is take this massive tree and shove it exactly 5 feet back towards. Oh, it happens to be 3 stormtroopers and what looks like Dengar.
Yeah, so if it's
from here.
Dengar, oh no, poor Dengar.
It is just the token, but it is a bounty hunter.
Yeah, like the bigger the object, the shorter it can move, and they are literally next to it. So I would like to force throw, and wouldn't you know, an object automatically fails this saving throw.
I hope.
So these gentlemen in the suits are going to need to take 2d8 force damage from.
Roll
yours
that
truly.
damage. You could just outright kill them right here.
Yeah, that's the best part. No, Broden, don't you see? It was a very dexterous rock.
Yeah.
6.
Six.
That's still solid. That's still numbers.
That's still
That's
solid for
not
quite
bad.
a few of them.
That
That's
is not-
numbers.
that is worth the force points.
Yes.
Do they get pushed back at all?
I mean, if they don't, okay, so.
Because the tree is hitting them.
That's
an
my
object
point. It doesn't say
automatically
it does.
fails on a failed save. The creature or object moves a number of feet in a direction of your choice. I would posit that it is possible that the tree is now on top of them and they are prone.
All right. Do me a favor. Roll a d6. 1 to 2, they're able to avoid anything. 3 to 4, they get pushed back. 5 to I will say 10 feet, and on a 5 to 6, they are knocked prone.
Yo, tree
That is
on
a
top.
5.
Let's go.
Yeah. So
That is a
roll me a
5.
d6. A 5
You're
The
dead.
tree-
You're dead.
falls on all of them as they are now all just kind of prone on the ground under this massive branch of a Kashyyyk tree. As many of them are just, you hear crying out in pain as
Let's land.
they're all going to be knocked prone.
Oh,
Well.
that's gorgeous. And there's a tree on top of them.
Yep.
That's wonderful.
Well,
Yeah, so
Jeff,
they're gonna have to make a strength save to get out of it.
Jeff, some folks are born made to wave the flag.
Let's go for the open. That is a strong open. I
Yeah,
like
just-
that.
It's a very strong open. As I need you all to put yourselves on the map.
Okay.
I believe we all sit around
can you give
here.
us- There you go. Thank you.
my God, the missed shot was a deterrent.
Yeah,
It
it
was-
was,
it was a distraction.
Tactical.
All right, I'm gonna get the music going and pull up the sheets I need.
Damn it, who forgot to charge bridge while we were flying?
Say, Bridge, I think is going to. Tony's going to join you. Bridge is going to stay on the ship to make sure there's enough crew to land it.
I know that for me the joke was, damn it, who forgot
sorry.
to charge him?
Waka waka.
As Tony's going to come here. Let's see. So that was how much damage? 6?
Six
Six.
bludgeoning.
Force. 6
Oh,
force.
force, yes.
Good lord.
Mm-hmm.
That actually does do quite a bit to them.
Mm-hmm.
As they are all bloodied.
I love it. I love it.
Except the bounty hunter.
Oh.
That's okay. He's not going anywhere.
No, they are not. I need to get... That's them. I need to... Well... Give me one moment. This is a big battle.
Yeah, you take your time. I'm gonna look at the ranges on my stuff.
Good idea.
Okay.
Meantime, way back when I supposed to look at the group funds, what was I looking at it for?
We're gonna spend $200 on a cover-up for our big old license plate.
Okay. That's all I need to know.
Ah, yes, Rykon could cast Witch Bolt. Casey doesn't count till the initiative counter's up.
Ah, damn it.
That's fine. We'll take whatever you
Yeah,
roll.
we can replace it, but like...
Yeah. So let me get that up. Turn orders up.
So make sure you just select your token, do it again, and we'll replace it with a 16.
Yep.
Cool.
Rykon gets 16.14. Casey, if you want, I can tell you how to turn on the tiebreaker.
Yeah, go ahead.
So roll your initiative first.
Just click the damn thing. There you go.
Nope.
You gotta click on your token and then click it.
Click on my token, not my name. Damn it.
Yes, always on your token. Because the way the Roll20 is coded is that is the object, and it is tied to that tag.
So frustrating. Alright, hang on.
You want to see those 3 circles.
Yeah.
Could be worse. This could be Fantasy Grounds.
True.
Yeah.
Do you need help?
I do.
Alright, give me one moment.
There we go.
No, they got it.
Finally.
Alright.
And then
We'll
just-
put that with a 16.
yeah, it's for 16. We're good.
Alright. Descending order. The stormtroopers are gonna go. I'm gonna say these all are just stunned from being suddenly pushed with a tree.
Yeah.
As let's see, these are too far away. 1, 2. Quite a few of them are gonna take shots. 2 of them, 2 shots towards this Wookiee, 2 shots towards this Wookiee, 2 shots towards this Wookiee, and they're gonna fire at. Oh, he should be here. They're gonna fire a shot at Rykon and Tony.
Well, can't all be winners.
Indeed. So here's for the Wookiee. First Wookiee, boom, boom. 1 will hit.
Dear God,
Second
our
Wookiee,
Wookiees are softening the beaches.
1 will hit. Next Wookiee, neither. All right, Rykon. 21.
That does hit, but I do have my reflect.
And that will hit Tony.
So
He does not have reflect.
hit damage for me, please.
11.
That's max.
Yes, it is.
But I'll take 7 instead.
All right. Tony will take 4. All right. And the Wookiees are going to take their damage, which is, let's see, a single shot. Doom, doom. Should only be the first 2, so 4 and 7. So
Oh, that's gonna be fun. Rykon's gonna get a little frisky.
oh dear. That is their turn. Rykon, you're up.
Yeah, I am. First things first, we go into my Form 6 9-man power. Gushawasha. Now I can bonus action force. Just measure. Hello, friend. Actually. Reach. Thank God.
All right.
So action is going to be a single saber staff attack with an 18.
That will hit.
Boom, boom, minimal damage, but that's not all we're doing right now.
All right.
Because I have a touch-based force power, and now I still have my reach. Necro Touch.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Yep,
Yeah,
that
that's
hits.
20 for 24.
That's gonna hurt.
I only 4
okay.
damage, but I do get 4 temp HP.
Nice.
That will be useful.
Yep. And
As
that's
you
all
cut
I get.
into them. As they seem a lot stronger than a typical stormtrooper.
Hey, I did.
But-
I did 9 damage 1 turn, and I got temp HP. We take it.
Say damage is damage. Tindy.
So, question on the lovely ramparts that have been assembled here. Would that count as a large object?
I'll say yes.
Jesus Christ.
Because it's
Tindy's
funny.
Tindy's just like, what
So-
style?
So, I would like to take this rampart, for lack of a better word, that is here, that is 65 feet away, and flip it like a seesaw right on top of these gentlemen in the jackboots.
Flipping it may be a bit
Would that be
much
too
for
much?
that ability. I would say either, because I think you can only move it 5 feet, right? If it's a large object.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that you'd only be able to move it 5 feet.
So the flip wouldn't work. Okay.
No, it's too large of an object for you
It's
at
a
the
la-
moment.
It's a lateral push.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's too. All right. That's too
Flipping
bad.
it would be a lot more force power.
Yeah.
Fair. In that case.
I have an awful mean idea.
If that's just too much trouble, then what we might do is for these gentlemen who are also still not 90 feet away.
If you're thinking what I think you're
And then
thinking.
immediately drop the tree on them again.
Casey, I'm so glad we went to the same space. My first, if I can
And
make a
just
suggestion,
like
crush.
so instead of pushing it 5 feet away, I'd like to push it 5 feet down.
Yeah, just
and
I'll say
crush
that you're
them.
able to bring it up and then smash it back down on them. Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, roll that damage. 'Cause
Okay, so this is going to be another 2d8. Sadly, darn that tree. It's an immediate loss. So that is 10. That is 10
So
more
the
points. They
stormtroopers
each-
are dead.
I just love
As you
Tindy
just
busting out the wood style.
smash them with the tree as they just fall dead. This guy is still very much up, but they're very much shooken at the idea of, oh crap, there are now
Well,
force users here.
Yes, especially
Oh god, the
that,
trees are alive.
he is a soldier for money. He has no loyalties. We could shake him.
That is true. If you do enough damage, they are more likely to run just
Like,
because.
What is the cost? What is the cost win analysis here?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
If they
So,
run, that's fine.
that is true. And, alright.
Oh,
Wipe
and
them
with
out.
the rest of my turn, I'm going to use movement and get behind the nearest one of these and draw my heavy pistol for the next round.
Alright, you have
Smart.
partial cover, so add +2 to your AC if anyone tries to hit you.
Smart. Good fire support. Definitely needed that.
Right, Flamer Troopers. Rykon, the one in front of you, looks at you, raises up the flamethrower, and
Hey man, can we talk this out? Oh no, it's
30
not an attack
is a-
roll.
yeah, it's a 30-foot cone. Let's see.
Hey man, can we
Cone
talk this out?
just misses the rest of the party.
That's a pretty neat effect.
Oh, it's half. It's saved for half, so you still roll damage.
Oh yeah, he's gonna do this. Try to hit you, the Wookiee. Zim, you're just in it, and he's gonna hit Rykon.
Bastard.
So dexterity saving throw. You'll take half.
is what I
I'll take-
would say if I didn't succeed.
You will take half, and the Wookiee
Hey, passed.
takes half.
Hey,
As
buddy, let's
it's
talk this
not
out.
as good as they were hoping.
So half is like 1.
Hang on. No.
That's not damage, Jeff. That's attack roll.
Okay.
So half of
That is
12, so 6 damage.
Ow. I'm so gonna touch you. Man, this guy's lucky that the rules of D&D don't let me just necro touch twice.
Yeah.
Because the temp HP wouldn't stack.
Give me a moment. 6 damage.
Yeah.
Alright. As the Berserker Wookiee that got hit still is looking fairly strong.
Good.
Hello, Micah. Welcome.
Oh well, look who decided to join us.
Quickly, Micah, roll me what you would do for the robot, because you wanted to work on that,
Do
because
we
that could
want to
matter.
do this in the middle of a combat?
It could matter. Genuinely, it could matter.
Okay.
I guess it'd be technology to work on it.
Yes, roll me 2 technology checks at advantage, because Tony would have helped you. That wouldn't have mattered anyway. You would have gotten them. So I believe that means the robot's complete. Or did I get? Does it
I was
complete
at
it?
2 out of 5. So
Oh, unfortunate. All right, but then you were still landing the ship. I was mistaken.
All good.
I was saying in 2 rounds you'd be able to land the ship and get out to help.
okay.
You missed
Alright.
it. 10D went full wood style and is beating people with a
And-
tree.
Yes, they did.
You
They. It's the flamer. That's what they do. I'm gonna say they miss you out of this one.
Yeah,
though.
so I am touched like the bareliest.
Yeah, because they hit you, then they're missing the Wookiee. So yeah, I'm gonna say Zim, roll me another dex.
God,
That doesn't.
that's
Yeah,
12.
unfortunately.
God damn it, Bobby.
As the Berserker's gonna. Nope. This is gonna roll 3d6.
So this is just personal. I'm gonna see what I
12.
would. I'm gonna see how I would have done.
That's fine.
Okay, good.
The Berserker Wookiee looks like he's hurting pretty bad.
Where is the Berserker
Eh,
Wookiee?
I ain't doing too well either.
This one in particular
Yeah,
is
okay.
not doing well. That being said, it's Tony's turn. Tony is like, oh man, actually, this is a good time to show you what I've been working on. Is he's gonna pull out his blaster rifle, aim towards the troopers here, as you see him load a special bullet into it.
Tony
Ooh.
transform.
As he's gonna use an explosive shot.
Good job.
The M32 rotary grenade launcher.
After the target creatures within 10 feet. So that's all of them, because he's hitting the middle one. So that's gonna be 1 minus his amplified shot, and he's going to
Hey, bro.
fire. 14 will hit.
Bless is being added to my saves, and it's not on my sheet anywhere, so that is not something I am consciously doing.
Okay.
We can ignore it because it's obvious. It's not like
Yeah.
shown to the total. I just want to let you know that is not something I have on.
So he's gonna roll 9 and then 2d6. 2d6 is for everyone else. 10. Okay.
Good, Tony.
As a lot of these guys are now just bloodied, and the one he hit is just dead.
Good job, my son.
And that's gonna be his turn, and he's gonna go near Tindy, and he's actually, because he can do this, gonna use the bonus action guard action.
I'm so glad we have a fighter.
So that means any attack made on Tindy is now made at disadvantage. And if it hits, he can choose to take the hit instead.
Oh,
Sick.
does he have Shield Master?
Kinda, yeah.
Good for him.
He chose to defend people. That's what he went into.
Good for Tony.
But that is Tony's turn. Zim, you're up.
Alright, yeah, that's pretty well in range. So I'm gonna use my new weapon on this one.
All right. That will hit. Or energy. That is still something.
I'll mark it as my quarry, and since this only uses one weapon, I can actually use a shield in my other hand.
Nice.
I'm a
As
phalanx.
that is that all you got?
That is all I got.
All right. This bounty hunter is going to make a strength check to see if he can get this tree off of him. Because they can't move at the moment until they do. It's going to be athletics.
Now,
Shikabada.
Ooh, that's
18.
good.
They're able to push off the tree and they get up. That's going to be their turn, but that is what they got. As the other bounty hunter over here is going to take aim at you, Tindy, because you are the closest target.
Mm-hmm.
Disadvantage is going to fire a hunting rifle at you.
Disadvantage plus
19.
Ooh, but raise to their AC.
Yeah, what is your AC right now?
Well, with half cover, my AC is 14.
Damn.
Oh, that's going to hit you. Tony is going to take
well,
the
wait. Quick question: Does the armor or the energy shield, whichever one I was able to get my hands on, at the
Did you specify which
the
one
last-
you were buying?
well, we were talking about it, because I've got a proficiency for medium armor.
Buying equipment is something you just do.
Yeah. So my question is, did you buy the medium armor or shield?
Yeah, the medium armor and the war hat.
All right. The war hat doesn't add any armor, I don't believe, but
Yeah, it's
That's
Style.
fine. That's fine.
the
I'm still
medium
taking the war hat.
armor. What was the AC for that? Like, what kind of medium armor was it?
Let's take a look. Because what we had on shop.
Yeah, because it depends on what kind you bought.
Yeah.
Yeah. The composite.
Here,
The composite.
I
So
think
that's a 15 plus
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, 15 plus 2 maximum for your dex.
Where do you get the money for the composite armor?
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Oh, well, if I can't afford it, then never mind.
Yeah, prices
thought we
are on the
were-
website. We'll try
Yeah.
to handle this on the break.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
handle
that's
that on the
fine.
break.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I'm gonna say, yeah, for right now, it's gonna hit. Tony is gonna take the damage, but also because of another thing, he doesn't take max damage for this, so they still have to roll for the damage.
Jesus, composite armor is expensive.
It is, but it's a 15 plus 2. It's
Yeah,
his plate, half plate. So Tony's gonna take the 7 for you as he jumps in front of you.
Mr. President, get down.
As he goes, I got you. Oh, that hurt. As it is the stormtrooper's turn. This one's gonna move up to try to replace the one that died. As this one's gonna get here, and they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About here, and they're all gonna fire. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
no.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12 shots.
Oh, dear God.
They're taking down the Wookiees in front first, though, because those weren't added to the turn order.
Yeah,
One moment.
all of our Wookiees didn't get to shoot.
Yeah, hang on. This is going to make a very big difference. Give me one moment here. I'm going to start with the Berserker Wookiees.
Yeah,
Happens to the
let's
best
give
of
them
us.
top of the turn order.
Yeah. As this one's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come here. Is just going to take his vibro axe and just
Oh no.
attack recklessly. Is going to use its blood rage, and do you mean to make it what? Official the player will be hit. Yep, and the button session. Yep. All right. Yeah. One attack, please. 17 is going to hit for 7 damage as he just lays into this stormtrooper, making them bloodied.
Good job, buddy.
As this one's is gonna go 1, 2, jump over the log, and he's going to tackle this bounty hunter to the ground.
Oh no!
So
Yeah.
they have advantage at the athletics. So natural 20,
Oh, gorgeous.
as the bounty hunter is going to make its own athletics. 13.
That's not
And
an
it
excellent.
is
It's not a 25.
not. Yeah, it's not a 25. They are not prone, and because of that, it gets to make an attack against it.
Micah, just so you know what you missed, Tindy, being the little devil that they are,
Natural
decided to
20!
just beat people with a tree.
Ah.
As the Wookiee just slams its axe down on it. Plus 0. I'm gonna roll another d12 because it
yeah,
didn't
that
roll
was
for some reason.
Yeah, that's fine.
So that's 8 plus 8, 16 damage.
Uh-oh.
As that bounty hunter looking rather bloodied.
Tale as old as time, buddy. Let the Wookiee win. Plus, we got 3 Wookiees with guns.
Yep. So that, believe that makes this. As this Wookiee is just gonna come up here and do the same thing. 16, that hits. 13 is their hit points, as it just cuts this thing clean, and it cuts this trooper clean in half.
Swing.
Wookiees do not mess around.
No,
You
no,
don't,
they do
you
not.
don't fuck with Wookiees. Use the rest of its action to run up to this other bounty hunter.
Oh no! I was gonna smush him with that big rock. Oh, darn it. Okay.
Save some force! Holy crap!
Yep.
We got
Careful not-
plenty of stormtroopers to
Well,
wet
it's
your
more
teeth on.
careful not to go Nova.
Well, it's harder it's easier for them not to.
Yeah, that's true.
The Wookiees up here, the gunners, which you have, I believe, 4 of them, are gonna take their shots. As they're gonna start firing at the ones that are already injured, trying to take them out. So first one, hiya, 25 will hit. Second, 17 will hit. Miss. So the first 2 are gonna get hit for 9 and 5, which is actually enough to kill both of them. As
You
you
love
just see
to see it.
you see the Wookiees go to work. You see why they're not fucked with.
There's a reason Trandoshan hunting goes Jedi, then Wookiee.
Yep.
And they got some weird blood feud that's never really explained.
And lastly, we have the Wookiee engineer. 2 Wookiee engineers. They are going to quickly just. They're not in range to do what they can do actually, so they're gonna wait, as they're gonna set up something. Now the stormtrooper's turn. These 4 are gonna take a shot at this Wookiee because they don't want to get in closer. These 4 are gonna take a shot at this Wookiee, and this one is going to desperately fire at this one. So we'll start with the one on the left. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. For those all hit. For 9, 4, 9, 18, 26, and I believe I didn't roll the crit properly. So another D8. 1. 24, 25. That Wookiee looks like they're on their deathbed.
Oof.
It is barely standing.
Well, they can't all be winners.
No, but it's going down like a champion. This one is going to get 4 shots as well. So
God.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 3 of those hits,
bad
and I'm
hits.
gonna tell you right now. Yep, first one he just falls. As you see them mow him down. Last trooper's gonna take aim at the one Wookiee over here and miss. And that is their turn. Troopers aren't strong, but they strong in numbers. Rykon.
Okay, finally. It's time for pain. We're just gonna repeat the same turn. Saber staff right to the flamey boy. 21.
That will hit.
11 energy damage. Is he still alive?
Yes, he is.
Okay, then I'm gonna touch him. 18.
That will hit.
2.
13. That's not bad.
Nope. But to make things a little bit more annoying for him, I'm just gonna get behind him.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah. You can attack the bigger crowd, or you can attack me. Your choice. And that's my turn, and I'll be right back to use the restroom.
All right. Tindy.
Okay.
This guy is bloodied now, by the way.
Which guy is bloodied?
The flame trooper.
Okay. So what I would like to do, since this guy is giving us some trouble, I I would shout to my comrade to duck, and then I'm going to attempt to force throw the flamethrower directly onto this nasty thing right here.
He is a medium-sized creature. How far can you throw a medium-sized creature?
Medium-sized creature can be moved up to 30 feet.
All right. Go right ahead. This will do extra damage because you are putting him to a spike wall.
Exactly.
So what do you need? Does he need to make a save for that, or?
It's an attack roll. Okay, so he does need to make a save. Yes, he needs to make a saving throw.
Against your spell save. All right. What is your spell save?
That is a great question. I know I cast with charisma.
Ooh, strength saving throw.
which is
They're
a
not
15.
the greatest at that. So they had to beat a 15?
Yeah.
Huh. 8. As you see them fly by and smash into here. So roll your damage and add another d8 to it.
Later,
As they-
nerd.
3d8.
3d8.
3d8 coming at you is a total of 9 points.
9 damage. Still solid. You see the tank on their back start to get like...
Yeah, I was gonna ask if there was any chance that we'd ruptured that tank. Alas.
Roll me a d20.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't think that was gonna be possible. I picked a bad place to stand.
That's funny! Okay, because it's a nat 20, you see them, like, you can definitely see the tank punctured, and they don't seem to realize it. They start pulling the trigger,
Uh-huh.
as you just see sparks hitting, and suddenly, whoosh! And I'm gonna need everyone within 20 feet to make a dexterity save.
Oh, I thought you were about to say everyone. End of sentence.
So these lucky gentlemen here are
And
within
me.
20 feet. How do you
Yeah.
like that?
So am I, and I rolled a 6. I'm going to die. Yeah, you had allies there too.
It does hit the other flamer too, though, so this is gonna do 3d6.
Good.
Dexterity save. So 10 will fail. As 10 damage. Yeah, you see that worked perfectly. I didn't calculate what you rolled before either. So that's 9 plus 10. That's 19
Oh, no.
to the flame trooper. They are alive, but they look like they are like dying.
Rykon's going to die.
Quick question about the other flaming guy. Is there any chance his flame unit caught on fire?
No, because they're insulated enough without being punctured.
Okay.
You
fair,
will
fair,
kill
fair.
me.
Yeah, that I think may just also still hit him again.
Yeah, that was just dog. You have to be careful. I'm right there.
Yeah. The one flame trooper is on the ground though.
Can I ask Tony if he knows if he can pull with the force?
We haven't taught him a damn thing.
you would know that he's not strong enough with the force.
You're
to
his
actually
force
do that.
teacher. I'm just his gym teacher.
The one flame trooper is going to make a dexterity saving throw. 10 fails, so he's going to take the full 10. So that one seemed to really rattle the one flame trooper. And the other one is on the ground right now, prone, just like barely alive after the explosion.
Can we talk about how the damage was maximum, average, minimum?
I will say he cannot use his flamethrower anymore.
Sick.
The one on the ground is going to get up. Seeing you do that, he's just going to pull out his blaster pistol and fire at you. Just go, fuck you in particular.
I have that coming. I have that coming.
For 12.
Nope.
Okay, no, a 12 does not hit.
As you just duck behind as it blasts the thing. The assistant, though, is going to look at the much more tasty group.
Uh-huh.
Good.
Oh, shit.
Oh, he expands!
He's wide.
You see him widen. No.
I don't want to fight
He splits
Zarbon.
into two! That's cheating!
Oh, no, dear God, if he did the multiform technique.
He can't quite get Zim in it, but he is going to blast everyone else.
3 people plus a wooden structure.
I thought you just said he couldn't use his flamethrower anymore.
This one
The other
can't.
guy. This one that you hit, that was bloodied,
Thank you
that
for
blew up.
clarifying.
Yeah, this is one still can. So he's gonna roll that. So everyone needs to make a dexterity saving throw. DC 13. Tony.
Don't you fail me, Tony.
Tony succeeded. Tindy did not.
That's karma.
As the Wookiee archer is not engineer. Wookiee. There we go. Boop. 11 fails. So Tony was going to take half of this. The rest of you are going to take max 9 damage.
Rounded to
Tony's
what
gonna
for
take-
Tony?
4.
Okay.
So Tony is now bloodied.
Oh, God. Is Tony taking my damage or taking half my damage?
He cannot take damage for area of effects.
Okay,
So you're
that's fair.
gonna take the full 9.
Full 9. Okay, thank you.
Have another.
That's going to be their turn, though. This Wookiee hunter. 2, 6. Not as much as you think. So yeah, they're still up though. Bloody, but they're still up. And that's going to be their turn. Tony is up. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to do a calculation in my head. There we go. Tony is going to kind of look at you and go, we should maybe back up. And he's going
Patting up
to...
the fires. What the hell do you say?
He's going to load one more amplified shot into his gun. And he's going to... This one is, instead of a red round, a blue round. As he's going to shoot a carbonite shot at him.
Ooh.
Oh no, this guy gonna go blind.
Do you know
19 will
what happens
hit.
with something that's very hot that then gets very cold?
Kaboom.
It shatters.
It's going to be 9 damage to him. He's going to roll a d20 for it, because that does make sense. Let's see. So...
Swear to God, if Raikon gets killed just for existing.
It's just... Guys... Can we be a bit more cautious next time?
Next time.
I mean, to be fair, I was not expecting him to explode. And I did say duck.
Let's see.
One, the saying duck don't matter, it's a fireball. 2, what did you think was gonna happen when you
Oh.
rupture a flamethrower?
Sorry, I misdid that damage. He rolls
answer could've
2d6
been
cold.
Yeah, it's cold damage too, not energy.
Oh, hang on. 2d6 cold damage against 1 slowed level, and it takes 2d6 kinetic damage the first time on each of its turn it moves 1 foot or more without teleporting.
I assume that means 1 square.
Yes, if it
Oh,
moves.
Well, no,
If
you
it
said-
want,
Yeah, because that would
I know
mean...
what it says.
Okay.
I know.
Because that would mean if it moved there, that's 5.
So he's gonna take 5 instead. And if he tries to move, he's gonna take damage. And slowed 1 means that their movement speed is reduced to 20 feet. So that's there we go. Tony is going to back the Hiffle up behind this rock with the engineers. And that's going to be his turn. Zim.
Did you roll Did you roll the 20 on
Oh,
whether or not his armor cracked?
right.
Dear-
20.
Okay, thank Christ.
12, it does not.
Okay, worth asking.
And now I'm gonna do my shoots on this one again.
Do it.
Hey, god damn it.
Unfortunately, no.
Well, that's all I can do.
All right. Bounty Hunter's turn. This one, being severely injured, is just going to suddenly run.
Yeah, disengage, champ. You have a nice day.
As he is not paid enough to die for this. This one is going to take a shot at you, Tindy. Because they are bounty hunters, and they see a high-value target. 24.
I don't think Tindy has a 24.
Indeed. For 10 damage.
Oh, and it's kinetic, damn it.
Yep. I think Tindy may have had to step away.
We can take it a minute. We can just catch Micah up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Tindy went full wood style on these people.
Smashed a bunch of people with the tree.
That's Bridge whenever he shows up. Like, okay, I got the car parked. What the heck?
Yep.
Context-wise, I'm guessing we spent the week, got here. What happened exactly?
So the group decided whether to go in alone or try to help the Wookiees for support to finding the temple. And the majority of the group seemed to want to help the Wookiees in order to gain their support. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm just going to keep that 10 tracked, and we're going to move on. It is...
Is it possible to shout to Rykon while this turn is going on?
Real quick, did you take the 10 damage for the bounty hunter?
Yes, I did. They're
Okay.
very bloodied.
There we go. I would say not until your turn you couldn't shout anything.
Yeah, damn it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Darn.
It is the Wookiee's turn, and this one, now being next, this one is going to do a couple attacks. As it is going to go... Vibro Axe. 9's gonna miss, unfortunately. As that's gonna be its turn. This Wookiee is going to move down to this guy, and is going to do the same thing. 9's also gonna miss, though. We get to the Wookiee Hunters, who are going to take aim again at the injured Stormtroopers here to try to lessen their numbers. That's 4 shots. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. All miss.
Hate to see it.
As none of you can see what the Wookiee engineers are doing, but you suddenly just hear a boom, as you just hear like this whistling noise.
That's a grenade.
As
That's a
from
ground-to-ground grenade.
that's from a mortar launcher.
Really sucked that we were too poor.
Yeah, as they're aiming for this lot here. And they still have to roll an attack. It's pretty much they have to roll their vibro mace, and if they hit, this will hit. 8 doesn't, as it suddenly explodes here, hitting nothing.
Well, at least it didn't hit their Wookiee.
True. They did try to do something, though. As it is the stormtroopers' turn. These three are going to move up.
Shit.
These ones are going to surround this berserker.
Mm-hmm.
So these three are going to... Two of these are going to take shots at this berserker because they're are more afraid of a Wookiee. This one is going to take a shot at you, Raikon.
Well,
And then these four are going to try to finish off this berserker Wookiee.
I'd rather they don't do any of that.
So this would be for the left berserker Wookiee. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 of those will hit. 5 and 4 for 9 damage. Let's see, is he alive?
I will just say yes, they are.
They are not.
Oh, guys, I'm trying.
Yeah, he is mowed down. These two are gonna take a shot at him, and this third one over here is also gonna take a shot. So there's 3 more at this guy. 1, 2, 3. Armor class 14, so all 3 hits.
Oof.
So 1, 2,
Oof.
3. Oh my god.
Oh, he did.
He's not dead. He hasn't been hit much yet, but he is now, like, seriously wounded.
Oof.
As that is 25 damage. They're looking on death's door. As their front lines are about to fall. As the last one's going to take a shot at you, Raikon. 14.
I wish he'd try.
As it whiffs.
Just the slight Zorro move the head.
Yep.
What kind of doormat does Death's Door have? Is it a welcome mat? Is it a come again?
It's one of those rough
It's
ones.
all are welcome.
Yeah, it says all,
Wipe your
it's one of
feet.
those rough ones where you're actually supposed to wipe your feet on it, not decorative. Death will
Also
not.
actually useful.
No mud in
Right.
heaven, Micah. Twice
Alright,
heaven.
I am back.
Okay.
Alright. He's on. This one is prone. He's on the ground staring up at
Okay,
you.
so I will mark this one with
Oh, wait.
advantage.
Was,
What?
Was he on the ground?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
he got up
He
because
said he got up, so...
he fell prone at when Tinny did it, but he got up immediately after. Yeah, so he is up.
Okay, so I will demark my advantage and Gishlarg. Well, they can't all be winners.
No, that does not hit.
And I just have to make the attack, so I can still hurt him.
That is true.
Never mind.
Unfortunately, no.
Well, at least one thing is true. If he tries a blaster attack against anybody, that's a disadvantage.
That is true. Tindy, you're up.
Now you may shout at me.
Okay, excellent. I shout. Oh, that's the problem because you're medium-sized and you moved closer to the. You moved further away.
I'm the melee guy.
Yeah, I know, but you also were talking about how you were close to dying, so I didn't.
Well, you can move.
That's true.
Death is for the weak.
Shut up, Robot.
Okay, so take a. That's.
You know, I was thinking I could finish him off.
So what I'd like to do, with as much force, haha, as I can muster,
Force
is
haha.
so I'm going to do this and then run the hell away.
Okay.
That is a
this
good
guy
strategy.
here, I'm going to try and throw him with as much force as I can into these two, and smash all 3 of them into the rampart.
I will say that if you're gonna smash a person to another person, what does your ability say? Because there may be rules on that.
I think it's you can move a medium up to 10 feet.
I think with that force ability they have is a larger one that does it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think they'll
Medium
stop.
creature or object can be moved up to 30 feet.
Click on the ability one more time so we can see it.
Sure.
feet. If at the
They
end
are
of this
in range
round, a
of me
creature
and a medium
or
creature.
object strikes another creature or object, they both take. So you could do it, but it would stop after hitting the other person.
So it would
so-
stop after one dude.
Yeah,
Okay.
but they would both take the 2d8 force damage.
Yeah.
All right. So what failed do they? What save do they have to make? It's a
This is a 15, I think.
strength saving throw. Okay.
Oh, a strength saving throw. Okay.
So
Your spell save DC
3.
is 15 now?
Bully. So yeah, Mr. Unlucky on the left gets tossed 10 feet
Into that guy.
to Mr. Unlucky in the middle.
yeah, I'm gonna say they both fall prone from that, but roll me the damage. That's 7.
They take 7 points of damage each.
Both are
Force
bloodied.
damage. Okay, excellent. And with that, Tindy's going to double check the range here. Yeah, they're going to join Tony.
Tony's already
as
been
close to the rocks
replaced.
as they can manage.
All right.
Hopefully, still in half cover.
That is now the Flamer's turn.
Wasn't Bridge supposed to come in after 2 turns?
That is true. Bridge, put yourself on the map. I'm gonna make it your turn right now.
Where would I be coming in at exactly?
Roughly there.
Roughly there. Yeah, I would say that you were able to get the landing procedures ready for everyone else, so that they can land it with 2 people, as you fall down to the middle. So
I'm just imagining it's like the entrance of Iron Man from the first Avengers movie, where there's just music happening and then he just shows up.
It would like the rocket thrust because you're an astromech.
Yeah.
yeah, the flame trooper in front of you just kind of tilts his head as sees this astromech land in front of them.
I'm going to roll initiative and then we can just change it to...
Yeah, I'll change it to a 15. Oh, you know what? We'll make it a 16. That's fine by me. So let me just do descending, and then I'm just going to move it down to you.
Okay, so immediately looking around... And they're all the way back there.
This flame trooper is nearly dead.
Uh-huh.
You have these groups of troopers. Two of them are nearly dead. This group, 2 of them are nearly dead. One bounty hunter here, who's currently dealing with a berserker Wookiee, who's also nearly dead. A stormtrooper here, and then a flame trooper who is pointing currently a flamethrower at you, Zim, and this hunter.
A flame trooper, you say?
Yes.
And he's aimed right at you, champ.
Yeah.
I also have a feeling that... No, our decks is the exact same. I'm just going to let Bridge go before me.
Well, I mean, you don't get another turn. You went.
No, I know. I mean, like, in the normal turn order, our
Yeah,
initiative's
that's
the
fine.
same. Usually,
Alright.
if it's a dead tie, you decide.
All right.
I'm contemplating 2 options.
Is one eating a balanced breakfast?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
What do I look like, a madman? I could either use my tri-shot and hit, like, these 3 right here and just hit all 3 of them.
It could kill these 2.
Yeah. Or I could use my wire line and try to drag... How long can I pull? Can move them 10 feet closer. Because this guy wants a range to be able to use a cone.
The cone, yeah.
Yeah,
So
if you can cripple that, that's way better.
I could feasibly yank this guy closer to us. To where Zim and I just bust him up. I mean, he would limit him to only hitting probably one of us unless he wanted to try to move away.
True. I mean, you can also get within 5 feet of him, and then, like, if he tries to move away, you get another attack on him.
Exactly, because what you could do is you could pull him closer, then get on opposite sides of him, so he's got to pick a target.
Yeah. I think for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and tri-shot these 3 down here that are within my range.
All right.
Just because there's not many of them that are gonna be 3 right next to each other.
Yeah, very true.
So I need dex saves from all 3 of them.
All right, we're gonna go left to right. All right.
Okay.
1, 2,
Fail.
2. There we
Fail,
go.
fail.
They all.
Yep, they all fail.
They all take 3. They
Energy.
all take 3 energy damage as they're just hopping around them.
The one on the farthest left seems okay. These 2 looks like they're on death's door. It's not enough.
Well, darn it.
Tindy. Unless you had more.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Sorry.
move away.
All right.
I'm
Didn't
assuming
Tin-
I was seeing all this happening. I am not gonna stay right.
Yeah, I
now.
would say you'll be able to watch the battle unfold.
Didn't Tindy just go because they moved and
Yeah, I
threw a
like
guy?
just went, and then Bridge got added into the rotation.
Right,
It's
right,
Flame,
right.
it's Flame Guy's turn.
It is Flame Guy's turn.
I'm gonna move over there.
All right.
Oh bother!
First is the Flame Guy next to your icon, who is going to get up. They are going to try to bash you with their pistol.
I'd rather you didn't.
18.
Well, that means.
Oh,
4 kinetic.
Micah, maybe you who can heal don't run away.
it's fine.
I'm
Are you?
It is not fine.
on a scale of less than 10.
Are you down?
No.
Okay. That's
I'm
all he's
just-
got.
Yep. I'm just less than 10.
Flamer is going to move to here. Let me check something with the Flamer, though, real quick.
Are you gonna check if they're flaming?
No. I'm going to check what the reload is.
That's true. It should have a recharge.
Indeed. Let's see. It is called a... I can't find it on their weapon thing. That is very strange. Why would it not be there? Super Flame. They don't have anything on that, which is really weird. So I'm gonna say that they're gonna have to take this turn to reload because otherwise that thing's too powerful.
Okay.
Well, he shot it 3 times.
That's true.
It's got to be running out of fuel.
Or overheating.
True. So instead, it is going to take a shot at Uzim with its pistol. Blaster pistol. Chocobo. 9.
Nope.
As you duck out of the way. Tony's turn. Tony trying to see what he can do right now. 30 feet. Yeah, he's going to immediately run out. Using his action to dash. He's going to pull out the lightsaber. He's going to go bonus action into his Form 3 defense. As he's just making sure that this guy has someone behind them to split their focus.
When did we fully teach Tony a lightsaber form?
He got
You've been
one.
watching me.
He got one for a level up, so he chose Form 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zim would shout. Sorry. Zim would shout. Sorry.
Okay, Zim,
Tindy
go
would
ahead.
shout. Tindy would shout. Remember your training. Plant your feet.
Yep. As that's going to be their turn. I believe this is now the Wookiees.
I like to make sure Zim would shout. It's just he's not words. Just
This Wookiee is going to. The last Berserker is going to take again a Reckless Vibroblade attack. 19 is going to hit for 12. Ooh, solid hit against the last bounty hunters. They're starting to look pretty weak too. So that is and that's going to be their turn. The 4 Wookiee hunters are going to take shots, trying to hit these 3 and take them out. So first shot, miss. Second shot, hit. Third shot, hit. Fourth shot, hit. Boom, boom, boom. That I actually do think wipes out all of them because you did the extra damage earlier.
Good.
So these 3 drop. And these 2 are going to try again with their mortar. They can't really see right now, so it's going to be at disadvantage. 14 just misses. As again, just overhear a large explosion. As unfortunately, this place is just, these 2 areas are just bombarded, destroyed. Zim.
Alright, let's try and do another one on this one.
Alright.
13.
13 will not hit.
Hold on, I think I have something for this.
I think I have something for this.
He might.
It's an extra gun.
I love hearing Bridge say stuff like
The first time you make a tank or attack weapon against the target of your ranger's query, each turn roll your ranger's query and add it to the roll. So I can add a D4 to that, right?
I
Yes.
think so, yeah.
It's saying
This
if
could
it- for the
this
attack
could
roll.
matter, definitely.
15?
Puts it up to 15.
Just misses.
Damn.
God damn it.
Literally a point away.
Well, I'll at least move closer to give Tony some advantage.
Alright. Tony, it's not Tony. This bounty hunter, feeling a little desperate, but seeing a very injured Berserker Wookiee, is going to do what they can as they're going to pull out a Vibro Rapier and just go for it. And an 18 will hit and kill. As you
But-
see this Wookiee collapse.
They can't all be winners.
As he's just going to start backing up to about here. Clearly trying to contemplate, do I stay or not?
Yeah, I say their other bounty hunter dipped.
Go.
Yeah, this guy has ran and gone. Oh, that deleted it from the turn order.
Oh, you heard them. They're gone.
Well, what, a 14?
They're still showing up on turn order for me.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
What do they have?
7.
7? I was gonna... Well, we'll just go by that then. But that is going to be their turn. It is now, I believe, the Stormtrooper's turn. Seeing their last flamer up against the wall, they're all going to aim at Tony.
I'm going to aim this
One at Tony.
Tony. This one is going to come here, and he's going to take a shot at you, Rykon.
Oh.
So these are all for Tony. He is in Sword Age 2, and he has a high armor class, like really high, so these could all miss.
Yeah, that's been doing wonders for me.
That will hit, miss, hit, miss. So Tony's going to take 2 of these. Oh, 17. Tony falls,
Yep.
as he is unconscious.
No.
And the last one's going to be at you, Rykon. 21.
Well, I can still reduce it.
7.
Spend a d6 to reduce. And I'm down.
6. Oof.
No.
Did you get for blowing up, Rykon?
As that's going to be their turn, as Rykon and Tony go down.
Huh.
Bridge, you're up.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, it's about to be. Wait a minute! No, I'm not.
Hmm? Wait, don't you have the
I
thing?
can't be one shot.
Yeah, I was going to say, you have the thing that you come back at 1 health, though.
baby.
As the Stormtrooper fires at you and it hits you, and they believe to be a killing shot, You feel the dark side pulse in you, the rage building as the flame trooper in front of you, who suddenly you see has a smug look as you start standing back up with all the rage. The smugness goes the fuck away.
I'm going to break you like a Kit Kat bar. As someone heal Rykon, he can't do this on 1 HP.
You say that, and bravely, as Bridge comes around the corner, I'm gonna shoot a needle inside Rykon's butt.
No, but it's so juicy.
I'm gonna.
Oh no!
Mind you, I am gonna upcast it to second, so that's. Gonna
Okay,
be
so you roll them
3d6.
d6s, Bridge. 1, 2, 3.
Should be 2d6.
Yeah, 2d6 plus whatever your int is.
And my int is 4, so you get 10 back.
Appreciate it.
You
Rykon's
feel a
back
needle
in the
stick
gimmick.
into you, and you start feeling rejuvenated. All right, Bridge. Do you have anything else?
Bastard.
Reduce that. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and come on, screen move. I'm gonna go ahead and start moving. That was 10, so I got 15 more. I'm gonna start moving my way across the battlefield, trying to move up, I guess.
Oh,
All right.
He's making his way downtown.
Well, yeah, this is a slant. I am at the higher ground right now. So.
Rykon.
He lives.
Hey, I'm just gonna cast Dissonant Whispers real quick.
All right.
At him.
Oh, a him.
Is that the one who shot me?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. That's fair.
Screw that guy
wisdom?
in particular.
No
yeah.
intelligence.
Yeah, no, it's better Dissonant Whispers. Int save.
That's not good for him.
Mind Crush.
9 damage. I don't think he's taking damage. He's alive, but he is shooken.
And now you know what he's gotta do.
Yep.
Leave.
And he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away.
1, 2, buckle my shoe.
I'm gonna say he goes behind this rock because he is fucking scared right now.
And now,
Yes, I'm
will
right.
you allow, because I just pulled that amazing feat of shot through the heart, but got right back up and did that, could you allow me to bonus action intimidate this guy?
Yeah. I'll allow that. That was a terrifying thing for him to witness.
I'm
He
just
was
going to... I
very
look at
confident.
him, golden eyes, bright as they've ever been, teeth razor sharp, because that's just how my species looks. You will have one opportunity to live, or you may die slowly, as I drown you in the pool beneath our feet. And...
You trying to get him to surrender?
Yep, surrender or leave, I don't care which.
Flame
We could get a
troopers.
second, Tony.
He's gonna do a wisdom save.
We could get a toonie.
15 fails though. As they're gonna drop their weapon and put their hands up, not wanting to get cut down.
Yeah, basically, I'm just gonna tell them, now you just sit. Get a duck and cover, bud.
And they are going to do just that.
Good.
Is that your turn?
Yes, thank you.
Tindy.
Yes, hello. So I have a question. Would you say that one of those lovely mortars they've been launching would qualify as a tiny object?
It would qualify as a
Dear
small object.
Christ. This is getting great.
Well, see, that's
Well,
the thing. See, a small object...
Roll me a d20.
Because small is one scrap.
That is true. That's yeah,
2
you know what?
feet.
You have a point. I will say it's a tiny object.
Okay. So this is going to be a little bit of a dance.
It's about a foot tall.
Yeah,
That's
so
tiny.
like I would like to take a 5-foot step to these lovely Wookiee gentlemen and say, I need to borrow this, and take one of their lovely mortars, go back into a straight line of sight where it is just about 90 feet. Oh, look, only
80.
75
Yeah.
to the center of those gentlemen, and launch the mortar directly at the center of them, and from there,
Oh, you
full
launched
ass
the
retreat
shell.
back to the rock. to
The rock
sit
is
down
safe.
because I'm bloodied as hell and need to heal in my next round.
Yep, good point. The rock is safe.
All right, so that is so ingenious.
Yeah, take the mortar shell and just launch it without the tube.
Yeah, I think this just hits, right? Because it's not.
Yeah, so...
I mean, the mortar can't resist being thrown by the force.
And there, yeah, there's no save for them, right?
Well, I mean,
On
personally...
a mortar? What is the saving
yeah.
throw on a mortar shell?
Well, no,
Yeah,
I mean
that's
for
what I
the
did.
force throw. They don't make a save for that if I'm correct, right?
Well,
There's nothing on there.
Yeah, because
Nothing-
they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're not being thrown, so they don't have to make a strength check. They're being hit by something.
Like, because it's like he's literally...
Alright.
They're literally taking the mortar shell and not using the launcher tube and launching it
So-
that way.
Roll me 2d8 force on one of them who you're just going to hit in the head with this thing. And then roll me 3d6 fire damage as it explodes.
Jesus.
That is 13. That
Tindy's-
is 13 beautiful points right to the noggin.
Which
I'm
of
gonna
which
say-
one?
Oh, just right in the middle. Just
Oh,
right in the
they get to be the
stinking
lucky
middle.
victim.
Yeah,
you've
just-
never seen up to this point a stormtrooper's helmet cave inward, but you have now. As
And that's 11 points of fire damage.
they had die on
Yep.
impact, these two
Not
are
a war crime
incinerated.
the first time you do it.
This one is bloodied but knocked prone and knocked 10 feet this way.
Incredible.
Casey, we're going to need to
Incredible.
check your ID to see if it says Frank Castle on it.
Tindy's going to go back, thank them both, and lie down because they are very tired and need to heal.
Okay. Good night.
As
Oh, thank you. That was very satisfying.
That was amazing. Good job.
it made sense, so I'm like, yeah,
That was
all right.
hilarious.
Like,
Pine
Flamer's
cones.
turn.
Pine cones are grenades.
The flamer looking around, seeing all of the men dead behind them. His other flamer giving up, not seeing the other stormtrooper, thinking he's probably the only one left. Zim, you're right next to him. Make me an intimidation check just right now to see if they just stop.
Yeah, just hold up your wrist. Ooh.
Damn it.
Looks up to you. Feels that the weapons cool down. For the Empire.
God damn it, we got a devout one.
As he's gonna do a 30-foot cone.
Now wait a second, sir.
Unfortunate. Roll me them dex saves.
Oh, no.
Have you
15.
considered Nah.
Take
Oh,
8.
no.
16?
Save. The other one doesn't matter. This Wookiee's gonna get burnt alive. It didn't have enough
Oh,
health
no.
to save, even if it did. As you both take 8 damage, and you see this Wookiee just freak out in flames, and suddenly it drops and lies still on fire.
This is fine.
Tony's gonna
There's just
make a death save.
There's just a torrent of flame. Bridge turns, and half of his paint job is covered in soot.
Okay.
Tony, no.
That's one failure for Tony. That is the Wookiee's turn. Only the gunners and the engineers out of their mortars. They only had 3, and you used the last one for that. Granted, much better of a job using it.
Mm,
And so
you loosened it for me.
the last 3 are going to take shots at the last trooper that they can see. Well, no, this one's going to take a shot at this trooper that they can see. The other 2 are going to take a shot at the flame trooper. So these are shots at the flame trooper. Both will
Nice.
hit. 7, 11, and that's enough to kill them.
Badoo, badoo.
As you see them drop dead, and the last one's going to take a shot at the last stormtrooper.
Wait,
That's going to hit
Say behind
behind the rock.
I was like,
This
yeah,
one-
that guy's got line of sight.
Yeah, that's why he's aiming at this one. As, yeah, that's going to kill him. As combat is over, Rykon, you have the one surrendered flame trooper next to you. As,
What about this widow guy?
Yeah. I
There's
thought
also
it was,
this bounty hunter.
Oh,
Bounty
this
hunter might
bounty
ju-
hunter.
bounty
That's
hunter, I think,
right.
might just dip at this point.
Yeah, I think at this point the bounty hunters. Right, because I accidentally deleted them from my turn order on this.
Yeah, but also like
So they're just gonna run.
a bounty hunter would never fight to the last.
No.
There's no profit in suicide.
I had to put him here to. There we go. As. There you go. As suddenly the.
Yeah, safe to say this guy surrenders too.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he surrenders.
He saw his friend get hit with the pine cones or grenades maneuver.
That, and he still has like a lot of you, and he realizes that the only other person next to him is already surrendered, and is the superior. So he's like, "Yep, we're done."
Yep. Plus,
So
I mean, he did see 3 of his comrades get hit by a tree.
Yeah.
As soon, yeah. As the kind of, there's for a moment there's a small silence across the battlefield as some of the sounds of the wilderness start to pick back up. And suddenly, all the Wookiees at once who are still alive just raise their arms, and just cheer over the victory. The 2 engineer Wookiees next to you, Tindy, one of them just picks you up and just puts you in this massive bear hug as they're kind of like jumping about.
I have several broken bones.
Do I need to go over and try to stabilize Tony?
Yeah, you probably should.
You may want to.
I'll
Also, Broden,
help you out.
we're 2 hours deep. Do we want to take a
We're
halfway?
gonna take our break right here. Just roll me that the check to get Tony back up.
Advantage medicine. Let's go. Nat 20.
Natural 20. He's back up and he's walking.
I just put some smelling salts. Walk it off.
Did we win?
Well, we're not dead,
You
are
won.
we?
What is
Oh.
winning?
Not. I don't care about any lockets on these people. I'll tell you that right now.
All right.
Tony
Don't
Tony
care
already
about
took their
any
dog
sentimental
tags.
Garbage. But do they have any sort of like hidden items on them by chance? Like one
Roll
of
me an
them maybe got
investigation.
some drugs or something.
I have a
Or
list of drugs.
Maybe they have just a extra knife in their boot or something. 13.
13. All right. Well, you look through. You kind of searching through pockets, checking any places where they could hide anything. As you get towards probably like this guy over here.
Which
Right side tree. I'm pinging him right now. Do you see it?
no, you might be on the wrong layer.
You might
I
be.
am on the wrong layer. Strange. This guy.
There. Yes, I see that guy.
Awesome. You find on him a small package called that just is it looks like some kind of substance.
Oh, we did find drugs.
You did find drugs on one of them.
Junkie scum.
If you'd like to roll me a medicine check to understand what drug this is.
Yeah, 10.
10. You would know the name of it. You wouldn't know exactly what it does, but it's called Ryle.
Ryle?
Oh,
Yes.
the Fallout player in me says that this is that.
I have this now to drug someone if I ever need to.
Micah, careful, that could be psycho.
It says
Detrimental effects, so.
it does. I will say that in this world, you can get bonuses for doing drugs, but there are negatives to doing drugs.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Yes, I don't recommend doing them.
But, Broden, how many comm links total survived the battle?
Comlinks total?
Mm.
Probably about 6. A
Okay.
lot of people got blown up.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm asking. I'm like, I know we have at least 2 from those guys, so 6 total makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, now I assume that we've got these 2 tied up.
Yeah. Quick question. Tinny, did you use your lightsaber during the fight at all?
No, I did not. Didn't even draw it.
All right.
They went pew pew pew.
The
Just
Wookiees
used the hell out of the Force.
The Wookiees. Oh, that is true. So they would probably see you as a Jedi still. Either way, the Wookiees go up to Rykon, Tindy, and Tony. And they just, some of them just kind of like shaking your hand. Some of them are very much bowing to you. Tindy, you would know that the Jedis did have pretty good relationships with the Wookiees before everything fell apart.
Good relationships
you,
with the
Master Yoda.
Wookiees I have.
Yes, I mean, yeah, it would be because of Master Yoda.
Thanks, Yoda.
Obviously, they do express their gratitude as much as they can because none of you understand
Yeah.
Wookiee.
Yeah, we don't
To
speak Shriwook.
Zim and Bridge. Eventually, you see Dolly kind of make her way out of the tree line.
Oh, thank the Force.
Like 5 minutes later, she goes, "Well, looks like you all did well."
Yes, now before we get too deep into things, Tindy, if you'd like to speak with our gracious hosts, I believe some of us need to go speak to the new prisoners. Tony, would you care to share them the enlightened ways you've learned?
I would
can
like to
try.
I would like to ask for the possibility of persuasion with a little bit of advantage, considering I've bled for these people and fought for them.
Oh yeah,
as
but no.
we
Whenever
talk.
you roll for persuasion or something, you did just fight by their side and help stop an invasion. So
Yeah.
like, they trust you and they're willing to do stuff for you. 14.
14.
So what specifically are you
Yeah, what was your
asking for?
goal?
My goal is to ingratiate us to the local cell or organization, and thank them for helping us end the fight so quickly. Or thank them for letting us assist them in ending the fight so quickly. Like,
All right.
Wookiee ego is being respected and
Yeah.
deferred to here. But like would also just, read the room without walls and say, like, you noticed what we can do, what I can do. If you know of anyone that can lead us to information regarding the temple on the planet, we would be most grateful.
Say, I'm just gonna respond as if you can understand them because you do have a translator.
Yeah.
They kind of look at you. One of the hunters kind of steps forward, kind of taking charge. And says, "We do not know of a temple. Kashyyyk is, as far as we understand, strong in the Force, but no temple has ever been
Can I
built."
make an insight? Can I make an insight check?
Yeah.
It is also possible they just don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, I have an idea, and I want to justify them having the idea. That is a 16.
16.
Tindy smacks themselves in the forehead and says, "Are there any trees that are regarded as especially sacred
I'm so glad you kept
or
that sentence going.
attached to the Force? Have other Wookiees spoken of any significant trees or groves where a special attachment to the planet was
Special
legended,
groves.
storied?
Attachments.
Why would they build when they can just grow?
Yes, there are a couple places on the planet that are very in tune to the Force. We sent a Jedi to one recently, and
Raised
they
eyebrow.
seem to have found what they were looking for, but no mention of a temple.
Did they leave safely, or have you not heard from them?
Last we heard, they went to the origin tree, climbed to the top, spoke to, or befriended, one of the largest creatures here on the planet, the Shio bird. I guess they had a run-in with an what they called an Inquisitor, and killed
This is
them.
news to Tindy. They narrow their eyes and say, "I fully respect privacy if they asked you not to share, but did this Jedi have a name?"
We were not part of the group that got to interact with them. We have been stationed here in the south.
They hide their disappointment very well.
Tarful would know. Tarful directed them there.
Showing deference, they ask, would you be able to facilitate an introduction?
We could try. You did help us here, similar to the last Jedi. Tarful may be willing to help. If you need help finding something on this planet, we can. If you were to help us a little more, we could allocate our resources to do so. We know this planet better than anyone.
While things are cooking, Tindy turns to Bridge and says, what was the name of the person we're hunting?
Oh, the person we're looking for here,
Yes.
Jello Dara.
Yes.
I turn to the others like, have any of your soldiers... I hesitate to use the term men because they're so much, they're Wookiees. Have any of your officers or troops heard of this man?
Yes. We know of Jello Dara. He is the head of the slave camps here on Kashyyyk.
Was that about wanting more help? with a with a smirk.
Oh, neat. We get to beat up Space Hitler.
If you're willing to help us kill Jello and free our people, that would definitely allow us to get more men to go and scour for this temple of yours. The only thing I know is that where it wouldn't be is probably the origin tree. That is not a place where a temple would lie.
I am not going to use... Well, not that I have the juice for it right now anyway, but Tindy is going to suggest killing him would be bold, yes. However, might I propose we take him alive off-planet and let the doubt about his end fester with the Empire?
We don't
Will you
care.
make him talk?
We don't care how he's dealt with, as long as he is gone and our people are free.
I turn to the other of my crew and, do a quick body language of, that's what we want, right? We want him alive.
We do want him alive.
He is worth a lot more alive.
Preferably, we want
alive.
him alive for our own devices. But you have... And I turn to the others to, stop me if I'm wrong, but you have our aid.
Bridge is just currently collecting bodies and throwing them into the pits.
Just scooting by in the background.
Those any pits like these are more like things of water.
Yeah, I
that
thought that
have
was
been
a puddle.
Yeah,
Oh, I was
dirty,
meaning,
dirty war water.
I was meaning like these, because I thought that was like blown up areas.
Oh yeah, no, those are just craters that they've created through the mortars.
Yeah, I was just gonna gather up the bodies and put them in the crater while keeping eye contact with visual contact with the people being questioned.
All right.
Like, I'm taking the weapons, pulling them off, and then just dumping the bodies once we get whatever we want off of them.
Fair. Right. You eventually just gather up a bunch of them, throw them in there like a mass grave.
I then motion for Rykon to bring the question people just next to it.
Okie dokie. Now, Tony, are you familiar with good cop, bad cop?
I was in the Empire, so yes.
Oh, I thought you just have bad cop, worse cop.
Well, they tried to train me on that, but
simple. We will be asking questions. You will show them that it's better not to serve the Empire. And if they get snippy with you, then I will interject.
Okay. Do you want us to do it one at a time, or
together?
All right.
You can pretend to hold me back.
Yeah, I'm not sure they're gonna believe that.
Yeah, we can give it a shot.
I love that this... Never mind.
Alright, I'm just gonna drag him over here.
Yeah. So Rykon is just gonna start it with, and I assume we've de-armored them.
Yeah.
Gentlemen,
They're just kind of sitting there in their regular outfits.
Good to see you've survived. Would you mind telling us your names?
The stormtrooper seems nervous. The one with the flamethrower just seems... He doesn't look like he wants to talk. the stormtrooper kind of looks over at the flame trooper and he goes, sorry,
Don't look at him. You look
yep.
at us.
Got it. Yeah, my name is Tanium.
Anium, good to meet you. And you, my first to surrender out of your entire brigade, friend? Just gonna drive that point in home. You gave up first. You don't play tough.
Roll me persuasion with advantage.
Mhm.
Because you did just had a
19.
good point there. 19. Velge.
Well, good. Now, gentlemen, please correct me if I'm wrong, but something tells me you want to live.
Tainem kind of looks at you. Yes. And Velge begrudgingly. Yes.
Good, we have some common ground because we don't need to kill you. Rather, we might just leave you to the Wookiees unarmed and tied up. If we have to. I don't think that's something... Tony, we don't want to do that, do we?
I wouldn't want to do that. Fuck no.
Exactly, we don't want to do that, but... I just gestured a bridge, but my more mechanical friend here doesn't strive off those same emotional sympathies that we are blessed with.
Why did he
We're
put him in
just-
the hole?
Bridge is just dumping one more body in the hole, then just quickly swivels and looks at both of them.
They don't speak binary, you just get to beep at them.
I didn't say anything. I'm just
Oh.
looking at him as
Yes.
I'm dropping
Oh,
another body.
simple. We've programmed him to dispose of them. No sense in letting this be a morbid reminder for anybody. So, if you would like to live, there are a few ways out of this. All of
Okay.
which could end with you being turned traitor. Because
Oh.
I doubt they would the Empire bargain for your lives.
They kind of both just kind of look at the ground. No.
The big risk that we took taking you alive, we can't not get something out of this.
Not in character.
It's funnier if it is.
You.
They're not
what?
quite there yet.
What do you want?
Tony, what would you say as a stormtrooper who's been improved by leaving the service? I'm just gonna actually put try. Hey, this is what you could be.
Tony just kind of looks at him and goes, "Wait, so did you guys know when you signed up you'd be doing fucked up shit like this?" And they kind of just look at each other and goes, "You mean to the giant bear people things?"
Rykon's just gonna underline the
They're
word
called Wookiees.
people.
They're people.
The flame trooper just pulls out a manual from his pocket. Well, according to this, the Emperor has kind of, dictated otherwise.
You know what? Tindy slices the manual in half. And then just leaves it lit near his hand.
So I just
Go on.
I don't mean to interrupt, but if I wrote Velge and Tanim are small in the armor in that book, would that make it true? No, of course it wouldn't.
Right.
Can't believe everything we read.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as I see it, the two ways you could simply strike out on your own after aiding us and making you unable to turn back. We could find work for you, or if you're truly willing to see the light, these fine Wookiees could use the extra hands.
They kind of turn towards the Wookiees, and the Wookiees look like they're ready to tear them apart. Like,
Mhm.
they don't look like they're willing to let them lend a hand.
I know, I'm saying like, hey, we could do something for you, or...
Or them.
So I'm going to try to ingratiate ourselves in a, we are way better, yeah, 3 options, die, Wookiees, or us. We're looking great. Well, actually, another option. We do know some resistance cells that could love insiders.
We have the word for rebel scum.
How attached are you to breathing?
Always
He just kind of looks at you and he goes, "I don't know which one of you is worse." Just kind of looking back at Tindy and Rykon.
Too. I was just gonna bonk you on the noggin. That's worse.
Hmm. Can Rykon do an insight check
On what? What am I trying to do?
on Tindy?
I will allow it. I'm a curious person. Yeah, 18.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're going to attempt to conceal themselves. So this is going to be deception. That is a 13. Tindy is still riding the anger that fueled the wood style, to quote our erudite friend. And they don't know it, but after putting away the saber, their hands are still fists.
I'm basically just going to whisper over to Tindy. Let it flow through you and guide your actions without ruining our opportunity. But, gentlemen, now that my rather savage friend is placated...
Real quick. Tindy, do you listen? Do you let the dark side course through you at the moment?
In my head, there is very hot water flowing past, and I'm standing barefoot at the edge of the water. God, and the dead bodies have been piled up to their immediate left, their immediate right, and behind them. I think the more interesting choice is, yes, to step into it and acknowledge that it has flowed.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw. Because there's a distinct difference between you and Rykon when it comes down to the dark
very
side.
much so.
Ooh,
8.
Welcome to the club. Welcome, Squidward.
8. Rykon, as you're saying, make sure you don't, hamper any of our progress. Tindy, you feel the anger throw through you, and it's in your mind. It is your best interest to cut them down right now.
Well, you can only reach one of them, and I'm in stopping you range.
I think the immediate reaction to that is they are disarmed. They've lost. Again, hands are still fists, and it definitely occurs to them, but I do think that reasoning is still in the way.
Go for the choke.
Right at that point, Rykon will just tell
defeated.
you, Tindy, why don't you go meditate on your feelings?
Yeah, Tindy's going to walk away. Like, the blood pounding in their head gets louder and louder and louder. And then they just nod and say, yes, excellent idea. And they are going off behind the rock where they can't see any of the people they killed.
The rock is safe.
As you get behind the rock, you feel a little bit of a hum from your saber.
Oh, no.
As you kind of look towards it, you see a small glow. The purple color flashes a little bit to a more orangish color, and then reverts back to purple.
Welcome to our club.
That's not good at all.
I do apologize for their behavior, gentlemen. They're still learning. But there's one thing you could help us with first, and that'll at least get you fed and your wounds looked after. Does that sound acceptable?
Yes.
Jalodara. We mean to capture him. We need to know where his camp is and how to get in unnoticed.
They both kind of look at each other. The flame trooper looks back at you. I mean, I'm happy to give you the location to it, but you want me to be 100% honest with you?
What you don't know, I can't help that.
That's fine. I genuinely, good luck. The man's a menace, even for our standards.
And your standards aren't very high. We've taken out swaths of you with only 5.
Well,
Son,
5
do you
and a
recall the
Wookiee
news
battalion.
story of that Imperial Star Destroyer that was blown up over Ossus?
His eyes just kind of look at you as sort of realization starts to set in. Like, wait,
Hello.
Rich is gonna just roll up and produce a picture that they took.
Yeah, the selfie.
no. Their eyes just widen. Tandem just goes, "Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying if I help you, you take me out of here,
Mm-hmm.
you set me off somewhere, and I
Mhm.
never have to see you all again."
Probably not. No, we might give you. Well, we might see if you are more inclined to fight for someone else, but we need to put you somewhere where you cannot turn on us, whether that be with the Hutt clans, the criminal syndicates, or the rebellion.
The void of space.
Not the void of space. Wait, because they can't understand bridge. Raikon will say in Galactic Basic, not the void of space.
They both turn towards you, Bridge. Just what the fuck is with this droid?
It just kind of drops for a second and then just rolls away again.
We got him on sale. I didn't pay for you, so technically I did.
I'd like to point out, Bridge has never been just an actual, like, murder hobo. He's doing this to scare
He's
them.
just scary.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Bridge is just terrifying.
Oh,
He
I
just likes to
understand
screw
that.
with people.
He just, Belge, the flame trooper, just kind of looks at you and goes, "Fuck you, get him at a chop shop?"
Kind of.
All right, fine. I don't know which location he's at, but I can mark some of the slave outposts.
Oh,
Maybe
that's very
your
kind.
friends, he kind of looks over to the Wookiees, could help you locate the exact one.
That's very kind of you. Thank you.
Tandem kind of looks over the regular stormtrooper and goes, "I could give you the location to a scout base."
And look at that, you've just bought yourselves medical attention.
Oh, thank God.
Bridge kind of comes up to you, Raikon. Ask him where they keep all the weapons.
Oh, good point. If you also might know about a weapons depot or armory that might be around, that would buy you food.
Unfortunately, all weapons given to us are more standard given to us on the ships, and he kind of looks up towards space.
That
And
makes
we're
sense.
told to maintain them.
Surprise.
Tandem, who obviously is the weaker of the two, just goes, "But I know that the scout place that I was mentioning earlier, or the information center, does have a number of probe droids you can reprogram."
Oh, look at that, you get to eat.
Velch kind of looks over at him, just pissed.
Now, I'm going to be debriefing my blue companion. Tony, would you mind getting any more useful information and assuaging these people that we don't want to hurt them, but we are able?
I can try.
Thank you. Zim, make sure they don't get screwy.
Got it.
Raikon, it will bring Bridge over to Tindy to see how the meditation on on their feelings behind Safety Rock went.
Mighty safety rock.
It's not just a boulder, Micah.
It's a rock. Jindy.
Far away.
Oh, Burden, sorry.
Yes.
Can I just have Dolly explain what just went on to the
Yeah,
Wookiees?
she'll explain
Okay,
everything
okay.
to the Wookiees.
Thank you. I just didn't want to.
It will be implied that if you need anything explained to them, she will do so.
Spectacular. I just didn't want to leave that on the table.
That's fine. When you go off to meditate, you felt the dark side. Do you try to balance yourself, or do you try to go deeper?
After between the hesitation, between the flash of orange on the hilt, Tindy at this moment is very much focusing on a mantra of "I control my anger; it does not control me. I control my anger; it does not control me."
Right.
There
So
you
you're
go,
trying.
champ.
You are trying
As I
to.
breathe.
You're trying to raise the light in you to balance out the dark. Then.
Yes.
Okay.
You're just back here chanting that, and then suddenly Bridge shows up. How's it going?
Because Tindy's just killed a bunch of folks.
Yeah.
Granted, they were all stormtroopers, but like I think the explosion of throwing that fire trooper onto the whatever the hell that thing is, the rampart.
Yeah.
Like when the explosion went off, I think that's when it clicked of like I am in over my head and I am not in over my head because we are starting to win. And
Starting to realize your power.
liking that feeling is giving them pause.
Ah, Riku, give in to the darkness.
So yeah, that's where they are. Thanks for checking in.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah, Raikon's just gonna tell you. If you let it think of it like you're guarding a dam. You open it and close it at your leisure. It is always there and it is always building, but you choose when your anger is released.
They look up at him. They haven't gotten up onto their feet yet, but they look up at him in the eye and say, "I did not realize just how great a reservoir I was standing on."
You've had how many years for it to build?
Too many.
Exactly. And that's how
They
I feel
squeeze their
every
fist
day.
and the bead inside from the dead Padawan. Too many.
Exactly, and that is what I stand upon every single day. Doesn't feel lovely to let it go.
I didn't let it go.
Oh, you did out there on the battlefield.
I picked it up and I used it like a cudgel.
Exactly.
And, a plaything.
No, that was the tree.
They look over at the empty box now of the mortar shells and says, "I just walked over, picked it up, and launched it at them."
Remarkably
I didn't even
clever.
think about it. I didn't even think about it. It just...
Hey, when you're in a fight, sometimes you don't have the time to think about it.
You were guided by
They
correct
take some comfort in
instinct.
that.
Yes, it was the battlefield. Your instincts took in and guided you correctly.
Like, I picture one of those big blazing fires behind off to their side, so they're in profile, and just thinking off 1,000-yard stare about I've seen what happens when a Jedi loses control before. It is not something I wish to entertain.
Have you ever noted me to lose control of myself?
I wasn't referring to you.
I know, I'm just saying, as an example. Might I suggest a new mantra for yourself in your new enlightened perspective?
I'm listening.
I can feel the Force, and the Force is mine. To use your parlance of picking it up and using it.
Is there a convenient vine nearby? Considering
Yeah.
we're on Kashyyyk.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure it's like sand. They just show up in your shoes.
Yeah.
For the sake of metaphor, Tindy reaches down and grabs a vine and pulls it up. And it's still attached to God knows what, off in both directions or whatever, and says, "I could never claim ownership of this, no matter how tightly I grip its power." And I put the vine back down.
We'll see.
They still look like crap, by the way.
Oh, everyone
they do
does.
not
I
have
look-
the power
yeah.
to heal.
I look crispy.
You all just got done with a battlefield. You're all gonna look pretty bad.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, on a scale On a scale of 1 to 32, I'm at a 6.
Yeah, Rykon is GBD, golden brown delicious right now.
Tail there.
Cindy reaches up a hand for one of those hand clasps on the forearm for help up.
Yeah, no, I'll help them up easy with my long noodly arms.
That was nice work out there.
Thank you. Well, there was that one poor bastard who's... I think I ripped his childhood to the forefront of his mind.
Fascinating choice for a
It
last
wasn't pleasant. Really
No, I can't
impoverished.
imagine it was.
Dad was not there.
So sad.
I'm now making this man a backstory.
Yep.
And at that point, with every sign of sincerity, Tindy turns to Rykon and says, "Thank you for leading me to opportunities to wreak more violence on stormtroopers."
I give you finger blasters.
Gratitude
that the
for
connecting
violence is
force
not
between
something
all
Tindy
of
was
us?
expecting.
Yeah. It is just one of those. More to come. Don't get your fill. So, magic tree people, what's happening? That's an
you'd see
above. That's an obvious above game, but they are magic
Yeah.
tree people.
They're currently just kind of the Wookiee version of last rites to the dead
sure.
and deceased.
Yep.
As you see a couple of them trying to grab some shovels and pull them a little bit towards the tree line to probably go bury them.
Yeah. Oh, and say, I will drive home. Village did not give extra information. Village does not eat tonight. We must reward them being traitors.
Yeah, you can gather that a regular stormtrooper is probably more likely to break mentally.
Oh, absolutely. They're not specialized. They're not that indoctrinated. But we'll break them one day. It just takes time.
Yeah. Eventually the Wookiees finish up burying their dead, and they ask you, like, do you want to head out to the village now? You can kind of you kind of see that the sun is starting to set.
Oh, yeah. Are we able to take our car, or...
They do say that there probably wouldn't be a place to land in the treetops for it. You could park it on the ground there.
Oh, yeah,
Any
we can
chance of
park it
a
on-
long rest first?
Long rest
they-
is 8 hours.
They do say that you could try to set up camp here in the battlegrounds. Most creatures have fled the area because of the fighting.
We do have the ship,
Yeah,
right?
well,
Where's
that's
the
what-
ship?
Oh yeah,
That
the
too.
ship is pretty far, a little bit farther into the woods, but like not
Yeah.
in the woods.
Let's say we can park it at the ground floor of the forest. Not much is gonna able to be screw that giant hunk of metal. We can probably just
Yeah,
get a
exactly.
lift up to the treetops the same way they get there.
Yeah.
We'll just have to do a scrape from Minox in the morning.
Yep. Yeah, so
Pretty
we'll
much.
just probably take the car and go park it by their place.
Yeah, like the last thing we want is to be under the canopy of sky tonight.
Yeah. You see, three of the last three hunters kind of take up positions in like scouting areas as the two engineers kind of wave you to like. So wait, so are you trying to head to their village, or are you trying to stay the night here? Because they're going to reference that the village is a little bit of a distance away.
We were gonna take the ship to as close as we can to the village.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Yeah, why walk?
The engineers will join you on the ship. That's fine.
and
Yeah.
we will probably keep the prisoners on our ship.
Yeah.
That way, like, the Wookiees aren't tempted to take revenge.
As you kind of get onto the ship and you start up the landing procedure. It takes you about 30 minutes to get the ship ready and roaring to go. And you start heading out towards the direction that they tell you. You see one of them pull out a device, kind of speaking into it, as Dolly kind of looks towards you and go, they're just making sure that people know not to, shoot us out of the sky.
That's appreciated. Thank you, Dolly.
Yeah. As it takes you about an hour, even in ship,
That's
to get
fine.
there. It's a little hard to navigate Kashyyyk being this low to the ground because the trees are massive. And if you try to go up at one point, as you look down, you just don't see anything. It seems the trees completely, for the most part, cover the planet.
Terrifying.
As you take your time,
You think they worship the Lorax?
He does speak for the
Bridge.
trees.
and so eventually, though, you do make your way to what looks like a treetop village as you land the ship below.
I will basically use our makeshift brig that is a broom closet and instruct the commander that we need to get the medical attention, and I point to Tanim. That one gets food.
He turns toward
He
you.
is not to share.
Turns towards you, salutes, in binary replies, "Yes, General."
Lovely.
And
What medical attention would be available on the ship in the hour it took us to get here?
you have an entire medical facility.
Yeah, that's the one thing we bought.
That was the one thing you guys got, was the medical facility.
We made sure to get a proper doctor's office so we can
Good,
basically
'cause,
heal up everybody.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay, so we're at full health.
Not how it works,
No.
but you could take a short rest on your way to the village.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're good.
How many hit dice do I get for this?
One more. That's
I'm having to
good.
drive the ship, so. Also, I'm not organic.
Also, I don't think he got beat up that bad.
I took
Yeah,
the
okay.
one flamethrower, but I'm fine.
Yeah, Micah, you pulled a USA in World War One. You showed up at the last minute.
And we won
Apologies.
then,
How many
didn't
do I
we?
get for?
As many
Experiment
you
with
get
things.
as so you have as many hit dice as you have levels, and you can spend as many as you want, but you only ever get half total after a long rest back.
Yeah.
You can just use rapid reconstruction.
That
So this is
rounded up,
a
rounded
short
down.
rest, so I can get my full level.
No. So you can spend as many as you want during a short rest. You get 0 hit dice back because a short rest is when you spend them.
Damn it.
Yeah. So you have 3 to use. You've used 2.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. No. So
Yeah.
the hit dice don't grow back. Okay.
No, they
Thank
do
you
in
for
a long
clarifying.
rest.
7.
Yeah. Well, after you take a long rest, they will come back.
Yeah,
Might as
half
well
of
use
them
all.
come
Oh,
back.
Damn it. Okay.
That's fine.
All
Eight
right.
for your
That's
health
better
pool's
than
not bad.
nothing.
Yeah.
Plus, I doubt we're gonna get jumped.
Yeah.
What you say that, and I look for something wooden to knock on.
Unfortunately, you're on the ship.
Oh no, we have
outside.
Yeah,
we have
exactly,
3
like-
wooden training lightsabers that we use.
Oh, that's true.
Knock, knock. Yeah.
If this counts as a short rest,
Okay.
I get my tech points back.
Yes, you do.
That you do.
Do I get any?
Check, because it would make sense if you had like arcane recovery.
There's some
I don't
ability
know
like
that I
that.
do.
I'd like
I
to use
get
my hot
my
wire
stuff
ability
back
on bridge.
The engineer.
Remember, if you used the beads that give you back force points, that takes a while to recharge.
Yeah, no, I'm not expecting the beads to recharge. I'm wondering how many force points I can regain on a short rest, if any.
Unless you have a feature that says so, there's none.
That's what I'm looking for. Okay, yeah. All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
I spent them well.
Yep. No, it was all good uses.
But you
cast Chuck.
I cast Larry.
you do eventually make it to the Wookiee village, though, as you see these kind of spiral stairs leading up a tree that leads up top.
Mhm.
As you kind of look above, you can see a bunch of different Wookiees and some non-Wookiees kind of making their way between the treetops canopies.
Mhm.
I swear to God, if they Ewoks.
They do not look like Ewoks.
Good, because those are non-contacted people.
I know. That's why they're not here.
What's an Ewok?
Nothing good. They eat people. What's actually?
3 points.
Damn it, let me rephrase that. What's an Ewok? A marketing failure.
The tire spin.
As you, I had the plastic treehouse.
I more meant they were used for marketing and nothing else. And they eat people.
Do they actually eat people?
Yeah.
Yes,
they
it is
ate
what they were
them.
going to
They
do
are
to
straight
Luke.
up Manables.
They were gonna eat Luke, and if you watch at the Yub Nub party, they're eating stormtroopers and using their skulls as drums.
Yep.
And their
Oh, I thought
helmets.
they were just using the helmets.
No,
Nope.
there's heads in there.
Oh.
Well, skulls.
Yeah. Yup, nub indeed.
Yup, nub indeed.
Yep.
Yup, nub intensifies.
Okay, so we're in the treetops now. Excellent.
Yes. As a lot of the like village Wookiees kind of gather around, kind of looking at all of you,
Mm-hmm.
kind of curious to see like who are these people.
Mm-hmm.
You see one of the engineers kind of split off, probably like heading towards the green top canopy down below.
Mm-hmm.
As you see a number of what looks like resistance fighters kind of make their way towards you. Many of them humans, a couple of them Twi'leks,
Mm-hmm.
and other various races in the Star Wars universe. They'll approach you and they'll go, "So, you're the group that helped out the southern border, huh?"
We offered what help we could.
We did our best.
Well, you're alive.
And they're not.
Well, most of them.
That's pretty good then. Anyways, who are you? Why are you here? Unless you're here to join the resistance and help fight off, the Empire for the Wookiees.
Partially.
I mean, we're gonna get one big person while
Yeah,
we're
we
here.
have a
Some other
singular
things.
target that we need to
It's a
remove.
bit of column A and a bit of column B.
And as far as names
But a
go,
lot of column A.
you can understand our hesitancy.
Understood.
Consider us operatives very interested in acquiring, and I give the name of the officer we're here for.
Well, we'd be happy if you took him.
I mean, if
We
you don't
would
want
be-
him, we're more than happy to take him off your hands if you're being generous.
We want him alive for our own reasons, but trust that his ending will not be a pleasant one. And in
Okay.
exchange, we will offer the same help we offered on the southern front.
All right.
And we
Well-
we ask no money of you. Just, strange people coming from outer space to help you. We're not here
You
to
just-
extort.
All right. So you're just here for him? You bounty hunters then?
Him and, well, I just look around, look at our guys. Let's see, we got goals of take all the weapons we can from them.
Does this person look like the person to ask about the special tree?
I mean, they look like a higher ranking of like,
Common.
yeah, they're speaking common. They seem like a higher-ish ranking rebels member.
As I was saying. Let's see, we have just kill stormtroopers because they want to, and, well, the droid doesn't like organics.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
One of them looks at you. That seems kind of racist.
Just kind of look at
looks-
Rykon. What the
Looks
heck,
down
man?
at Bridge, like,
All you
Somewhat
do is
disapproval.
screw with the flesh bags.
When they're our enemies.
Yeah, exactly, so we're pointing you at the right direction.
Don't look at me. I've. Don't look at me.
No, yeah, I pointed at Tindy and said they don't like organics. No.
It's a weird thing with him, but it's just how he
self-hate
is.
is real.
It's like a weird space Cosby.
Ugh.
oh, let's not.
Not that
Oh.
way. He did other bad things.
Let's move on.
Yes.
I'm here to take as much as I can from him.
Yep.
Yeah, Tindy will, as tactfully as they can, express interest in visiting the most force-significant trees on the surface that they know about.
Well, we could try to help you with that.
After we deal with our mutual problem first, of course.
Well, yeah. I mean, I could tell you about some of the places we think might be force-sensitive areas.
Very much appreciate that.
There's, let's see, Gorgon Tree. That's a pretty popular one. Deep in a place called the Shadowlands that they have here, they have a place called the Black Forest. or the Dark Forest. Which one was it? Black Forest. I'm pretty sure they called it. Yeah.
Do they have ham?
I don't know. Don't really know what's in the forest. We do know that a old Clone War ship crashed in there a long time ago.
Interesting.
We tried to send some people in there, but
We
never heard back. Yeah. There's the Mydrail Caverns, but that place has been pretty scouted out.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Now, where are... From here, how would we go about reaching the camp where we can take care of this officer?
You're not gonna be able to make a move with them right now.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
Oh,
tonight.
not right now. I'm just asking about like positioning, like how far.
It's probably not close.
No, it's not, and it's honestly the most heavy guarded slave camp of the Wookiees on the planet.
Yeah, no, we are essentially gonna go try to take down Dachau.
Either way, well, here. You saw the one Wookiee head off to the green tent. We'll take you over there. It's where we kind of set up base of operations for everything.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll take you over there, and you kind of see pretty much a war room is the entire building, as they kind of lead you into this little section. You see this map of pretty much the planet, and they go, so this area in the northeast is the largest Wookiee slave camp on the planet. That is run by the person you were looking for. You know. Now,
And someone mentioned that there were probe droids available.
they kind of just look at each other, and you didn't bring the short troopers with you.
Nope, they're in the broom closet.
If you know
No,
where
the
they
probe droids. I thought
Yeah,
I thought we.
No, we don't have any.
Yeah,
Okay.
they don't have any.
No, they're
One
at that
stormtrooper.
scout depot.
Yeah.
Oh, the depot. If
Yeah.
we could get a hold of a probe droid, it could run reconnaissance on the camp without raising any eyebrows.
Oh yeah, see that's
Come
that's
back to us with telemetry.
we're hitting that place first to get everything we can out of that. That's the stealth mission.
Yeah, that sounds great by us. I mean, you know where you can get some probe droids we can reprogram to scout the place. Hell, if you want to, if you can get enough, we'll use half for that, and we'll send out half to see if we can find whatever else you're looking for.
I don't know that the probe droids will be able to scan for force-relevant things, but
No, but they can take pictures of any
Reconnaissance
odd
will be
buildings.
Yeah, it's not like it's
That's true.
invisible.
that's true.
Hell, probably has a better chance in the Black Forest or anywhere else than we do.
Where is this depot?
They don't know.
They just look at you like I don't know. You're the ones who brought it up.
Yeah, no, they don't know
apologize.
anything. It's all from the stormtroopers.
Yeah.
I apologize.
All good. No, I'm
Um,
good.
Well, in that case, we might have some gentlemen to get some information from.
Okay. I mean, besides, the droid depot that I guess you guys found, we know of one other building. This one being more of a interesting spot for the Empire to do on the planet. You know how there's a bunch of plants and probably rare plants on the planet?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they have developed a sort of lab testing out some stuff. They like to use the Wookiees. No, kind of lean in. Don't ever tell them this, but part of me laughs a little bit because I think of it like a shampoo testing facility. But
I then take a
yeah.
massive step away.
Yeah.
Just kind of look. That's pretty messed up, man.
I don't know what your droid's saying, but I don't want to talk to some racists like him.
It's been established, Ricky.
The heck, man?
He introduced you as that.
Learn English.
Oh my god.
Until then, Bridge is at my mercy.
Good lord.
He could have bought the thing that lets him speak English.
I mean, I did bring it up. I just wasn't here.
Well,
pretty much.
Shopping was done out of game anyway.
There's the testing facilities for the plants and stuff. There is the slave base. Particularly, there's one Wookiee that maybe have interested you in there.
Mm-hmm.
He's the only one who actually made it out of some of the more dangerous parts of the planet and might know something about whatever else you're looking for. And yeah. And then I mean, if you know of a Troy Depot or like of those things, fucking love to have those. So, yeah.
Thank you. I think we need to retire for the evening.
All right. Do you need a place in the canopies, or because leave your ship too long down there, you're gonna have some nasty creepy crawlies on that.
I believe it'd behoove us to stay in the ship and come up here when we have business to do. We have prisoners to look after.
All right. Just look out for any, web weavers or, flame beetles or
Indeed, no.
netcasters or.
We shall gather all the information on these locations and go over the technical plan in the morning.
I feel like some of those might be fake.
Or my yeah. Sorry, that one's hard to pronounce. On the Mackay.
He
he goes on for like another minute.
Names every race. In fact, just anything down there will kill you.
Yeah.
The floor might as well be lava.
Look, you to go. I came here at one point as a person who studies flora and fauna.
Biologist?
Did you know? Yes. Did you know there are only 6 species on this entire planet that are non-hostile?
That seems like too many.
Everything else, every other species. The most terrifying thing I've ever found on this planet, and I left as soon as I saw it. And thank God I saw it from miles away with my telescope.
Well,
you ever heard of
alive, you did the right thing.
You ever heard of a Turnektekek?
Blank look.
Oh.
Fucking large, weird, red, violent fucking creature. I have seen that thing rip every other thing to shreds.
Rykon thinks of a Gundark. Eh.
Rykon.
What if a bat was the Hulk?
Rykon, roll me a lore check.
9.
9. Never mind.
I'm
Have
a
nice
banker.
Day. Yes. All right.
We do the sleep.
You do the sleep. You go back down to your ship. You head off to bed with the commander watching the prisoners. And I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. It's 10:13 right now.
I think this is a natural stopping point.
Yeah.
We can definitely make a decision about what our next plan is going to be.
Yeah, because you have multiple options of where you could go first. All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw here, join us next time for Chapter 12 of the Holochrinicles. Yeah, we stream this every other Monday. Hopefully sometime in... Sorry, my brain just gave out.
April.
June. We'll be having another series on the channel.
Yep.
So,
nice. Yeah,
looking forward to that. Yeah, Tindy, if you want to shout out your stuff real quick.
Sure. My name is Casey. I DM professionally on startplaying.games. And you can also find me on Roll20. When I'm not here with these fine gents, I am polishing the latest episode of Anywhere But Now, a Doctor Who actual play podcast, which is an official selection of the LA Film Fest, which is pretty fun. I'm
Neat.
looking forward to.
Hey.
When does that?
Yeah. Yay. So that's my stuff. Thanks so much. It's been a real treat playing with you.
All right. And lastly, everyone have a nice night. May the force be with you, and choose your role carefully.
I'll think about it.